And now, live from the Man Cave Studios, deep in the heart of constitutional Livingston County, Michigan, on a Tuesday night worldwide Unrest Rant, with co-hosts Patrick Acton's in the house. Our good friend Teddy Bester is here. Yours truly, Larry Parsons, behind the big red microphone. This is my brain. And now your host, the man that put this together just so I could be entertained, Mr. Jeremy Scott Gibbs. No cats were injured during the production of this show yet.
All right. We're here figuring it out. Are you saying, Teddy? No, I'm showing the...
You're a gay fish.
There we go, gay fish.
I'm not seeing it live on. It still says free.
Cycling?
Yeah, it's still cycling, saying viewers waiting. So.
The show is recycling.
Well, we got a lot of tech gremlins tonight. It seems more than.
Oh, we always have our share of tech gremlins.
Roll call.
I mean, we're live on Facebook, just not on Rumble.
Okay.
That's odd.
I'm going to start the recording in
On Rumble?
OBS.
Yeah?
Well, no, it's just looping.
Rumble is having a
Meltdown.
issue. No, I can see it. It's literally showing an icon in the corner saying it's trying to connect.
The
Rumble's-
live thing on the screen says off. You know how
Oh, it does. Yeah, no cliche.
No cache?
Yeah. that'd
Cache?
be cool.
no cache. Maybe that's why your lights aren't working.
No cash. That's why I can't make corners.
Well, no, because we've got other internet going. Who knows?
Should it be working now?
No,
It
it's
should be working now.
should be, but we got Facebook, right? Is Facebook giving the live feed?
It is.
Yeah, so we got the live feed on Facebook.
Let me see if YouTube's live as well, and I can just direct that link to our audience that doesn't have, as Larry would say. Yeah, live working on YouTube too.
Which is, we're going through Rumble Studio, so for Rumble Studio not to have the actual Rumble channel working is kind of weird.
Now, is Rumble Studio, is that a free app or is that something you have to buy?
I think we pay something for it.
Yeah.
They actually, they pay us actually.
Oh.
Let's see.
I put in chat, Rumble not working, folks. Join YouTube or Facebook in the Rumble chat.
Yeah. Yeah, it's still showing this thing's not.
Well, that was an incredible dinner we had tonight, eh, Teddy? I saw you go back for some chicken.
Yeah, I got an extra drummy.
Yeah,
It's pretty good.
it was pretty good. Did you get some of that corn on the cob?
No, I'm not a fan of corn on the cob.
No.
Oh,
I ate his share of the corn on the cob. I'm a huge fan.
there was only 2 pieces left, so. it
And
was
that
good.
salad was pretty good. Did you bring that salad, Patrick?
Yes, I did.
That's pretty good.
The signature salad.
Yes.
Can you throw the links in there, Teddy?
I'll throw the Facebook link in there too.
Yeah.
Yeah, all I'm getting is a connection error over here on Rumble Studio.
Huh.
It's weird.
Weird.
There's other stuff going.
Facebook and YouTube are working, but Rumble is not. So it's our usual Rumble issue.
And that's the thing. We're using Rumble as the
I think you gotta.
whatever. We're live somewhere and we're recording.
Oh, As long as we're live and there's something that we're broadcasting on,
I can turn one light off.
and you can turn one light off. Well, you can stream on 2 things, but not the others.
That's all good. Actually, we're on 3. We're on X as well.
It's the tech gremlins. They're
The
doing
tech
their thing.
gremlins.
Yep.
So there it is, and you can see the closed caption.
We got Dale in chat and YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
How you doing, Dale?
We'll have to monitor that.
Yeah, I'm monitoring Rumble, Facebook, and YouTube.
There we go.
Making sure you have no bots or
No bots.
any other nefarious actors.
Well, I am. I do block patriots in the community.
How dare you?
How dare!
I should be writing my book about what's really happening.
I should be in school right now, but
But you're Benedict Arnold.
you're just going for all of it, aren't you?
Yeah, it is working fine on fascist.
I can
The
poke it.
brain's on Facebook, so it's running there.
It's freaking weird, dude.
Yep.
Out down there, what the deal is, man?
I do not know why.
There we are.
I don't know why.
We're live on Facebook.
All right, well, we're just going with Facebook and
You got
YouTube and
YouTube
X.
as well.
And
I
we'll
can
see
pull
what's
up. Can I pull up the? I wonder if I can pull up the. This is my brain on X and monitor there.
I don't know.
And everybody should know that Christina Like will be on the Bob Ducto show on June 9th at 1:15 p.m. Live with Bob.
Okay.
All right, I got it pulled up on X, and it is working on X, formerly Twitter.
Yeah.
So
Like I said, I got one light working. We got gremlins. Everything was working fine. You know, we did have a freeze up on the Tiger game before we, remember that, during dinner? So
I remember.
something's up. And we're getting blinded by the lights in here in the studio.
It could be just the internet.
no, it's Rumble.
It's Rumble.
It's Rumble.
Is there a thing?
Rumble controls the lights.
Are you checking other channels?
There we go.
I'm just
Larry
texting
controls
a
the
couple
lights.
people that I usually send the Rumble link to before we start.
Mm-hmm.
Blame it on
Well, I've got it over there.
The Rumble?
The Rumble Studio shows that it's the
Yeah.
connection to
but
the actual
you have
Rumble
the
channel is
you have the
broken.
thing on the screen right there behind you. It's off. I don't know. If
No,
the-
we don't broadcast from the ATEM right now.
Oh, we don't.
The ATEM's dying.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Ah.
We're broadcasting through the Rumble Studio through that computer.
Well, that's how I can tell when I look at the ATEM
Yeah, no.
on there if we're live or we're having a lag
No,
spike.
I had to stop doing that because it was screwing up. Anyways, welcome to the show, everybody. Tech errors as usual. You
You
can
do.
still use. What's crazy is you can still live chat on the Rumble channel.
You can live chat on Facebook, YouTube, and X. I am monitoring. I'm
But I'm
monitoring
saying-
the situation.
The video's not playing on the Rumble.
Yeah,
on
our
the Rumble
main,
channel,
our main platform.
But the frickin' the Rumble Studio or the chat for Rumble isn't. It's just dumb. I will say they did have something going on.
I'll throw the Facebook link.
Oh,
There you
sorry,
go.
that's my
Because
phone.
I watch Viva Fry
Okay.
on Rumble, and he was having issues going from, because he does the Sunday show. They go for so long with him and Robert Barnes, and then they kick off and they go to just locals. So they shut off the Rumble feed and go to locals for subscribers, and they haven't been able. This last Sunday, he's like, "All right, we're gonna try it and see if it's gonna work." They assured me that it's gonna work because he's one of the bigger guys on the platforms over there. But all right, so I'm gonna trust you to keep monitoring, Teddy. I'm not even gonna.
Okay.
I'm feeling left out tonight
Why is that?
because I don't have this is my brain itinerary. Nope.
No, it's right there.
Poor Pat doesn't get one. No.
No, it's right
You
there.
get the better quality one.
No, he gets that one.
You
Underneath
get, you
it.
get this one.
Yeah.
That'd be mine.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. That's cool. Larry can get the better one. No, that's fine. That's fine.
Larry's gonna be on his phone half the show, anyways.
Yeah, we're sending out another link to the post to everybody because Rumble is being a bonehead.
And
Well, you know who's actually behind this?
stop.
It's Alyssa Slotkin and the Democrats. They're trying to censor us. And the libtards who are supporting Liberal loon Haley Stevenson are trying to silence us on Rumble.
She tried to sabotage us before we went live with the show. When we were watching
And that's why This Is My Brain has to go.
we were watching the Tigers game, and an ad came up for her.
Yeah,
and Larry and I both. No, you wanted me to play Motley Crue, Home Sweet Home, and
Yeah.
it was one of the 2 ads that you have to watch now.
Yeah, it was for Haley Scumbag.
Yeah, if you want to watch, a 3-minute music video, you get 8 minutes of ads before and 8 minutes of ads afterwards.
Yes.
That's Larry's first nickname for Haley Stevens, Haley Scumbag. There we go.
Dude, she's retarded. But I had to.
We don't actually say that word here.
I had to.
Yeah, she's kind of odd looking. You could like push her face in dough and make gorilla cookies.
Well, you know what? You know what? That McMorrow woman, she reminds me of the Scarecrow from Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, McMorrow.
Yeah, whatever her name is.
Yeah, that redheaded. She was complaining the other day because she went to a Democrat event and her husband was the target of anti-Semitic slurs.
Oh, slurs.
Oh no.
Slurs. I always think of slurs as being
Just a disclaimer here.
just the side effect of having a lisp.
Just
You're gonna slur me?
Just a disclaimer. We here at This Is My Brain
Piss off,
wholeheartedly support the state of Israel and their and our conflict, not war, in Iran. We wholeheartedly support that. And
You are full of piss and vinegar tonight, aren't you?
We don't support
And if
them.
you have a problem with us maybe disagreeing with Israel or the president, you can email us
Send
at
Larry a
you
fucking email.
You can email us at benedictarnold@yahoo at yahoo.com.
Holy shit. Yeah, chicken drummies, potatoes, corn on the cob, signature salad. All good stuff. Getting off of Teddy's.
I felt like we had to do a disclaimer.
There was no vinegar in his stuff today.
You gotta also say that we topped it off with a couple of Oreo cookies. They were on the counter, and
Somebody else found the Oreo cookies. It wasn't just me.
Larry came in and he's like, "Oh, Oreo cookie." He didn't hug me first. He opened the
I
Oreos.
could tell that big thing of Oreos was like nearly empty when I peered in.
The kids, because Jocelyn graduated, the kids have been hanging out over here.
Yeah.
This last couple weeks, and one of her things that she likes to do is do the deep fried Oreo cookies. So they make the batter for it and then they deep fry them.
I got to try that one of these days. That sounds like it is so
I
bad for
have
me.
not heard of it. It doesn't sound too healthy at all.
It's pretty interesting.
So they make a batter, they roll them in the batter, and then deep fry them. So when they come out, what do they look like?
Little tan puff balls.
Yeah.
And you
I
bite
had
into
something
it
that
and
was
it's-
really good the other day. We were at a craft show, and a lady was giving out samples of freeze-dried Skittles. You know how big they were? I mean, they like blew up.
Larry's the only one I know that would dig into a jar of Skittles.
A freeze-dried Skittle. Well, he wanted to taste the rainbow.
Oh yeah, in honor of
In honor of
This-
no, do not say it. I will not acknowledge.
Fag month?
come on, man.
Come on, man.
In honor of
You know, there is just something that is wrong with all the veterans in this country that served. And what about the ones that sacrificed or the ones that paid the ultimate price? We get one day.
Yeah.
Right? One day. Well, two. Memorial Day and Veterans Day.
Yep.
We get 2 days. Memorial Day are for the people who paid the ultimate price and to remember their sacrifice. And Veterans Day is to remember the sacrifice of all the veterans, right? Right? And they give people who celebrate sinful lifestyles and their immoral lifestyles a whole month.
Yep.
And I say, screw that. I'm not going to take part. As a matter of fact, if your little rainbow flag comes across my Facebook page, I'm going to call you out for what you are.
And I did that. I mean, Fenton is having a rainbow Pride Day, and it just pisses me off.
Yeah.
But people are so nice. I'm like, I don't give a damn. I don't really want their lifestyle in my town.
Yeah. Well, the way I see it is, go do what you want. I don't need to know about it.
Yeah.
You know, if you're gonna shove it in my face, I'm gonna tell you where you can stick it.
Right. Up your
A lot of innuendos are there.
Dale says, Dale on YouTube
They
said,
might not have a problem sticking it there.
Yeah.
Dale's,
No. Probably well lubed. Yeah. Right.
Dale in YouTube chat says, taste the rainbow. Come on, man.
Oh man, taste the rainbow. I'm gonna, at my own risk, I'm gonna go over there and refresh that one browser and see if I get anything.
And Rumble, I've been doing that lately. And
No, on the actual studio. I'm gonna
on the
refresh the studio
studio.
and see if it
Gonna
does anything.
refresh the studio.
Just refresh the browser. of
We
it.
apologize for the gremlins.
I
today.
don't. It's not my fault.
Yes.
never apologize, never explain. It's a sign
Yes.
of weakness.
Contact Rumble's customer service at.
I just am amazed that the studio is working for those channels, but not not for the freaking actual channel. There's something going on with Rumble because we're connect YouTube, Facebook, and
It-
X.
Okay.
Yeah, it just says connecting.
Yep, well,
So weird.
I think we just gotta make do with what we have. At least we have platforms. to
Yeah, well, I'm
stream on.
recording. I'm recording in OBS over here, so I can load up the whole show later. All right. It just hurts our numbers, and I don't like that. All right, here's what we're gonna do, real quick. It's telling me, turn off the lights, wait 2 seconds, and then turn them back on. Repeat this 5 times, leaving the lights on at the end, and it will flash in colors to indicate successful reset, and then onboard the lights again. Should I try it?
Yes.
Because
See
it's
how it-
bright as hell in here.
It is very bright. I feel like-
1001, 1002, 1001, 1002.
I thought it was 2 minutes.
Yeah, if I
No, it's
was-
2 seconds.
Yep.
Was that 5?
I lost count.
Yeah.
I think you may need to.
Yeah, because that one's bright now.
Turn them down.
Let's just do a in the dark stream.
I got that one back. That one was working already. Now, you know what we're going to do? We're going to do this. We're going to turn that on. We're going to see what that looks like.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
That's better. Sorry, we're going to be in the dark. In the dark.
Children of the dark.
In the dark. All right, we got to do some disclaimers and get this show going because there's a lot to cover. I didn't think there was going to be a lot to cover, but there's a lot to cover.
There's a lot to cover. Yeah.
There's a lot to cover.
Yeah, the world's upside down.
It is.
People have had enough and they're just
They're flipping out.
pissed.
All
I'm
right.
tired of the gas gouging.
Yeah.
The price of a gallon of gas and the price of a gallon of oil is not conducive of the price of a barrel of oil.
Right.
It is not, right?
Yeah.
If the oil was reflective to what the gas prices were, we'd be at $130, $140
Yep.
for
A
a
gallon?
barrel.
Yep.
We're not. The gas companies are gouging the American people.
Yeah, Trump's letting it happen. And
Is
that's
it
not good.
because of maybe that of Trump allowing it to happen and the fact that we entered to a war of choice that choked off nearly a quarter of the global oil, petroleum,
Well,
natural gas supply?
Here's
No.
and I understand what he's saying about the barrel, but I also understand that when there's a shortage in other parts of the world, it gets rationed
Yep.
and the price goes up. So
Yep.
the barrel may be at a certain price, but they're holding back supply, which doesn't always drive up the barrel price at the same.
Well, the only thing I blame the Trump administration for is I blame the Attorney General for not going after the oil companies for gouging.
Oh, you mean I got to give the Attorney General some slack here. There, formerly she, now he are really going hard after the deep state and the former regime, and they're just really doing a good job going after those people.
But is there anything that the Trump administration is doing that you would disagree with?
What do you mean?
Is there anything?
I don't know. I don't exactly like what they're doing in Iran. They're not being hard enough. They need to go in there and wipe them out and just be done with it.
Yeah.
It's time to say, you know what? If you guys aren't getting it, then it's too bad. You've had plenty of time to get it. Now you don't. So go live in a casket. Just be done with it.
And I fundamentally disagree with that.
And then you just take over the oil straits and, remove it all.
Well,
And that will end the problem.
why go in at all if you're not going to go in to win it?
Right.
We don't need another Vietnam.
Nope.
Take it from a couple people that lived through it.
In it to win it or don't do it at all.
Yep.
All right, I got to do these disclaimers. Notice this podcast is raw, unfiltered, and politically incorrect completely. We say Merry Christmas and the Pledge of Allegiance, especially the part about one nation under God. Thank our troops for their service. Thank you, Larry, and those in our audience.
Thank you, Larry.
We recognize 3 genders, male, female, and mentally ill. As adults, we enjoy adult beverages. Me and Patrick.
Yes.
Teddy already downed his.
Teddy's a lush.
Exactly. We cuss, we do not curse or swear. Please look up the definitions. We love Jesus but hate religion and religious hypocrites. If any of this offends you,
Bye-bye.
you can leave.
Arrivederci.
Adios, sayonara.
Ain't gone yet.
Get the... All right. And Patrick, go ahead with yours.
I would challenge you to a battle of wits, but I can clearly see that you are unarmed.
Unarmed.
No arms.
And Larry.
A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, and the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. That is the Second Amendment. It's issued 12/15/1791. It expires never.
And when hell freezes over,
Yeah.
when you pry it from my
Cold
gold
dead
dead
Pride from my cold, dead hands.
And Blackfield Teddy.
Our Constitution was made for a moral and religious people. It is wholly inadequate to the government of any other. John Adams.
John Adams. There we go. And all the people.
Never
apologize and never explain. It's a sign of weakness.
weak.
And I think that people out here would do well, if you're watching, to understand that apologies do nothing with these monsters.
And that worked, man. That worked. Buttons worked. Look at that. And we're in the dark. In the dark. I mean, that's pretty.
Not totally, but those things are like having the sun on.
Dude.
Yep.
Well, the problem is that brightness is not unusual for a studio,
Yeah.
but the cameras are not adjusting properly to that intensity, and so we get washed out in the light. All right, so we got the shout out, we got the disclaimers and all that stuff. Teddy, or the initial thought. Initial thought, because tonight's a worldwide unrest. When people have had enough, there will be more and more unrest. And that's what we're seeing. What are you guys seeing as far as unrest?
Well, it's peaceful protests anyway. It's not people getting out of control.
I mean, it's not the Summer of Love again?
Well, it depends on where you're at. There were some people arrested, and I think, was that Los Angeles? I think where the...
Was this leftist or is this right-wingers?
Right, it's leftist, of course.
Yeah, I'm talking about the right-wingers are coming out in mass. There's a huge protest in the UK that's just spontaneous
Oh.
over this young man that was stabbed by a foreigner and then handcuffed and held by the cops until they were sure he was dead. There's yeah, we got 3 people watching over there. For some reason, that's why I got distracted real quick. Teddy, what's going on in chat over there?
Nothing much anywhere. Nothing much going on in chat.
Okay. We'll get into this. The Lyon Township data centers. This is one of the places where there's a ton of unrest here in America. Is either these data centers or the other thing that's getting a lot of attention is these flock cameras. Teddy, explain a flock camera to the audience out there.
So a flock camera is let's just say a traffic camera along any highway in the United States that is not used, it's used by the government, but is owned by a private corporation that uses an AI system to read all license plate that go through it and keep it in a database. And it is open source as well, so you can track someone on where they're going, roughly from one place to another, and a whole bunch of other stuff that you can do with the license plate and all that. Not blurred or anything.
Sounds like an illegal search and seizure.
A flat camera takes pictures of the ducks when they go by.
That's not what it is.
In the perfect world, but
That is fake news.
that is being implemented across in the last couple of years more rigorously in townships.
Rigorously.
Rigorous.
Oh, really?
In townships, counties, cities, the whole deal. And these are voted on by your local officials and representatives.
Rigorously.
Oh, really?
Really. Yeah, so the flock cameras are crazy. So this is a tactic that they have employed for a lot of, really historically, for since the late 1860s or 1870s. So that's when the United States went from being these United States to the corporation, all capital, incorporated in Great Britain, of the United States in all caps. When that happened, there was a number of things that transpired, and so we have the Constitution, we have the Bill of Rights. Okay, we're not supposed to be subject to unlawful searches and seizures. We're not supposed to be subject to gun confiscations. We're not to be so. The way that they get around a lot of that stuff, aside from the Patriot Act that they put in place after 9/11, but the way that they get around a lot of that is they partner up with another country to spy on us, and we spy on their people for them.
Or company.
Or a company, or a corporation. So then they just get the data from them, and so they're not the ones that are spying. It's this other country or this other corporation that's doing the spying. That's why you have thousands of pages of terms and services agreements for a TV or a phone or a microwave, because they're using those devices to spy on us. They're watching. You know, you guys, you and Larry in particular, do it and you go, "Hey Google." Well, if you can say, "Hey Google," and it starts talking, it just did it right there.
Yeah.
That means it was listening the entire time. See that? That's listening the entire time. Well, they pointed out that our TVs are spying on us and our everything. You know, it's the Internet of Things.
Yeah, the same thing with Siri.
Yeah, they're all spying, but they get away with that because we signed an agreement that we should have read, and you can't use the device if you don't sign that agreement. And then the government goes ahead and gets that information from them, and so they're technically not violating our constitutional protected rights. So that's just one of the things that they're doing in the with the flock cameras
So
over there.
what's the big push with all these mega data centers going up everywhere? I mean, for crying out loud, what is?
Well, if you're if you're nefarious or uneducated, people will say, "Well, it's just for you to use Facebook. Every time you post a photo, it goes up there, and that's why they got to build these data centers." Well, that's not really the case, because that's been going on for a couple decades at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And we never really seen this uptick in data centers until these AI systems came into power.
Not
So what
only
are
the AI
these-
systems, but it's also
all the-
another way of the surveillance. They've got to be able to store all that.
They gotta have to surveil. They have to store all these surveillance systems as well.
Correct.
So, yeah. And they justify that by, we can just bring up the Howell example for, Howell
Mm-hmm.
data center. Well, it's going to bring in some revenue for our law enforcement and our schools.
No, it's not.
Meanwhile, as we see with other data centers in Georgia and all that, it pollutes the water. You have noise pollution, light pollution.
Yep.
And
The only people that benefit are the data center owners.
Supposed to have a mega one going on down in Saline?
That's the one where the entire population of Saline came out against it,
Yeah.
and the data center sued them and won, and doesn't give a shit about what the people think.
they sued them and
They
won.
threatened.
They threatened to,
And
the township of Saline is only a few thousand people,
they couldn't afford it.
and they couldn't afford it against a multi-billion-dollar AI.
Right. So it's bullying tactics. And there are people. I just heard the other day there was somebody losing 140 acres of their large property to a data center through eminent domain, and there's nothing they can do. If they try to fight it, they're going to spend millions of dollars. If they were to try to fight it, it would be millions of dollars, and they could potentially lose anyways, because eminent domain's been abused beyond measure.
Well, one thing the administration's been pushing is it's a national security measure, and when you had that massive data center in Utah, it was being pushed under that guise of national security through these AI data centers.
Right. The thing that still boggles me or makes me wonder is how are they doing, or why do they need the data centers in our backyards? Why are they using up valuable farmland instead of using other areas of land that's already,
Useless.
yeah. Go into former light industrial areas, go into former commercial areas, tear down a whole bunch of buildings and put it up over there.
Yeah.
I don't think we need them in general. I think that's the.
True, but I'm making.
I understand that, but
Yeah.
I think the point is, well, I'll just send them to the city. I don't think the city folks need to deal with any more noise.
Correct, but I'm
pollution.
saying we already have huge areas within this country of industrial designation. So why bring it out into the farmland?
Well, it's the thing too. It's like you tear down thousands of acres of land, and they promise you all these jobs. And what do these data centers usually give you?
Nothing.
A couple dozen jobs at best, and if they're not going to H-1B workers as well.
Right.
And I hate to say it, but Trump is in league with these tech billionaires. I mean, you had Mark Zuckerberg last September going out for Trump after the assassination. You have Amazon, Jeff Bezos cozying up to him before the election. You had I know a lot of people like Elon Musk, but Elon Musk, was cozying up to Trump. You had the Sam Altman. You had especially the Oracle, Larry Ellison, and all that. You had the Oracle people.
Yep. And he also got a lot of pushback because he signed an executive orders to give them immunity.
Yep.
The data centers.
Yep.
Which is, I completely disagree with that. This pen's going to be too light for the color. All right, let's get into some of these other. Holy shit, that thing's going crazy.
Come on.
Did we do the quote?
Read it right now.
Worldwide unrest today, June 2nd, and here's the quote for tonight.
Those who make peaceful revolution impossible will make violent revolution inevitable. Vladimir Lenin. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I misread that. It was JFK that said that.
It was JFK. Yeah.
What did he say again?
Those who make peaceful revolution impossible will make violent revolution inevitable. JFK.
Yeah, and that was just a quote we grabbed, but it's the idea of when you push too hard on a group of people, eventually they go, all right, I've had enough.
Yep.
I am Spartacus. I'm Spartacus. I am Spartacus.
I'm Spartacus.
He's Spartacus.
He looks like a Spartacus.
Well, he's Spartacus, but I'm Larry.
So do we want to go into, let's see, I was in the news. Larry, did you pull that up?
I did not. I will pull it right up.
Okay.
We were talking about worldwide unrest.
Yeah, worldwide unrest. And it's because people are we've had enough.
It's because you're in the news, that's why.
That's why.
The whole world's
It
up in
is why.
arms.
It is why. Let's look at one of these. Let's see here. There it is. So this is, as Larry's pulling up why I was in the news. This is what's going on. Some of the unrest. Must watch. Thousands of Brits march outside of Southampton police station in honor of Henry Nowak, demanding police be held accountable. So what happened was this young man was stabbed. Let me see if it has the article in here. If it's just if it's just covering this. So you can see there's a ton of tweets posting on it. This is all organic. There was no central organizer to this protest. So what happened was this young man, Henry Nowak, was stabbed by a foreigner. The police arrived to, deal with the situation, the bobbies over there. and they ended up arresting Henry, putting him in handcuffs, and he's clearly, and he's like, I can't breathe. I've been stabbed. And they're like looking at him. They're like, no, you haven't. No, you haven't. Because what he was stabbed with was one of those real, it's like a skewer almost.
Yeah, like a stiletto.
Yeah, and the law over there in the UK is that you can carry.
It was a ceremony. It was a Sikh sword, so
It was a Sikh.
It was exempt in the religious ceremony.
Correct, and most of the foreigners over there have that exemption that they can carry swords, but Britain's British citizens can't carry knives. It's against the law. But these foreigners, because it's part of their religion, can carry it, and they're stabbing people. We've pulled up the articles before where they were some whack job immigrant comes up and slashes a baby in a stroller and stabs at the mom. This is the type of shit that they're dealing with over there. And so but again, thousands of people came out and protested the police because the police just tried to brush it under the rug, and they were exposed because of body cams and all sorts of other stuff for what's going on. So people are coming out in mass and protesting these things. It doesn't get the kind of news coverage that it should. Yeah. You know, they don't want to cover that stuff. And then again, like I said, we had the Lyon Township. Oh, here's the other one that's hilarious. That's in our notes too. Fans walk out in droves, boo the Black Crows for dissing concert attendees who chanted USA. So Black Crowes frontman Chris Robinson pissed off his own fans in Tampa, Florida on Sunday after he told proud American concert attendees chanting USA that they don't have to have anything to be proud of right now. The crowd reportedly broke into a pro-American chant after seeing an image of Uncle Sam Crow. So this is because of the Black Crows. There's the Uncle Sam Crow. Obviously got the weed emblem on the top of the hat there, and they put that up, of course, in a video behind them, and it says the crowd broke out into the chant, and he said, "Thanks for the geography lesson. I don't know what you have to be so proud of right now." And then he said, the conservative Florida crowd booed the band, with Robinson responding, "Some of us have real faith, and for those of you fucking booing us, some of us are not afraid, and we most assuredly are not fucking ignorant." And so literally, like, a huge amount of people walked out in the middle of the show when he did that. It's amazing, and this is a great quote right here at the end. "Time and time again, leftist musicians alienate their own fans by bashing those who happen to disagree, they happen to disagree with politically, and in this instance, simply support their own country." You put up a dude on your thing, and everybody starts chanting USA. Why? I don't get the logic in dissing your audience in that moment. That's sabotage. You self-sabotage. It's stupid. Okay, you don't have to agree with me politically, but you live in the country.
Right.
USA, you know? And it's like, you don't have anything to be proud of. Well, there's some huge problems in our country, but there are other things in our heritage, our history. There are some huge things to be proud of. Huge. We're the only country in the history of the world that ever fought within itself, we call it the Civil War, to number one, abolish slavery. But we're a hugely racist country, even though we're the only country that shed 600,000 plus lives.
Well, I'm happy to see other countries bellying up and heading in that same direction. They've had enough.
Yeah. Well, and they've got to, dude. They've got to.
Yeah, what about Canada? Why not Canada?
Canada had the trucker rallies, remember?
I remember.
And they got, I mean, hardcore slammed over the trucker.
That's what fascist
protests.
governments do. What Canada did to the truckers
Yeah.
is fascism 101.
Yeah.
And the truckers were amazing. They had their own porta-johns. They had their own side-by-sides that they were driving around clean up. The streets were never cleaner.
Oh, by the way, I
Than
want
when they
to
were
point
there.
something out.
Yeah.
Right. Like I said, that was a perfect example of fascism, what the Canadian government did to the truckers, right? Let's remind everybody that the Canadian government is far left.
Isn't fascism far right, though?
No.
I liked, you're talking about cleaning up the streets. I like what the farmers did when they hauled in wagons full of manure and just
Oh,
sprayed it all.
into that was
That was the farmers
Netherlands.
in Europe.
Yeah,
Oh, that was in Europe?
Yep.
yeah. I think it was they did it some stuff in France. they did some
Netherlands,
stuff in
Belgium, and France.
Yeah, yeah.
What is the biggest difference you can think of between fascism and communism, Teddy?
Well, can you describe to me what fascism is and what communism is first?
No, I asked you a question.
Well, I asked you a question, so.
You asked me a question after the question.
Well, I asked you a question in response
Well, I'll
to that
answer the
question.
question for you. The biggest difference between fascism and communism is communists have killed about twice as many people. Other than that, they're both totalitarian regimens where the state has total authority over the people. The other difference between the two, there is a minor difference, and that is this. In a fascist regiment or fascist government, you are allowed to own private property. It means you get a nice little piece of paper that says you hold the title to your business or your home,
Right.
but the government still controls it. In a communist government, they use a socialist style economy. There is no private property. The government owns it and
Mandami
controls
in
it.
New York.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mandam, yeah, he's a
Mandami
piece of shit.
in New York. But that's the main two differences between them. Other than that, they're both authoritarian states where the state has total authority over the people.
Yeah.
So no, there's no other real difference between them. No.
Do you got that article?
I do.
Let's read that.
Ah,
Because I was in the news. I was
yeah,
in the paper.
You're
Board of
excited.
Canvassers dismissed challenge of Banfield signatures in judicial race. Now, after we talk about, after I read this, we're going to talk about this, and we're going to also talk about what happened up in Tyrone Township just a couple months ago. The name of attorney Andrea Banfield, a candidate for the open 44th Livingston County Circuit Court judicial seat, will appear in a primary ballot in August following a successful defense of her nominating petition at the hearing before the Michigan Board of Canvassers on May 21st. The decision is a victory both for the voters and the candidates like me, said Banfield. The ruling should reinforce our collective faith in democracy and the importance of candidates appearing on the ballot. Banfield said, Banfield's petitions have been challenged by Jeremy Scott Gibbs.
I think I know that guy.
I think I do too. Of Howell, the host of the This Is My Brain podcast.
Yeah, shout out on
Nice shout out, buddy.
Yeah, it's nice. And then we go live on Tuesday.
Oh,
what do we
and
do?
they quoted
Glitches.
you. We interview quite a few political candidates on the podcast, Gibbs said. My co-hosts and myself do our research and also receive information from time to time about different races, especially local ones. Well, thanks for the shout out to all the co-hosts.
Of course.
The subject of valid signatures has become more prominent since 2020, Gibbs explained. And he said that he's seen multiple candidates from both parties disqualified because of signature irregularities. This judicial race is extremely important to Livingston County, like me, said Banfield. The ruling should reinforce our collective faith in democracy and the importance of candidates appearing on the ballot.
You went up too high. You reread her stupid stuff. She only got one paragraph.
Oh, we interviewed.
Yeah,
oh.
she only got one paragraph.
Oh, sorry.
I got the bulk of the article.
It jumped on me, is
Yeah,
what
it did
happened.
jump. Go down.
Yeah.
The judicial race is extremely
The judicial
important.
race is extremely important to Livingston County, and any irregularities, no matter how minor or technical, need to be examined and then challenged, Gibbs said. This is the first time Gibbs personally filed a challenge.
And then look at and then I sent a bunch of stuff to the
Yeah,
the lady.
Banfield was the one I found irregularities
Your
with.
handler.
Yeah, and nobody else had filed a challenge, Gibbs explained. The deadline was too close, so I filed it myself.
I think
The
I filed it
podcast-
like an hour before the deadline.
Yeah, the podcast host said that his audience tends to do their own research on candidates and races that we cover. I was actually surprised that nobody else filed the challenge, he said. So everybody knows what's going on here. A couple months ago, circulators had all of their signatures thrown out. Right, there was a recall going on in Tyrone Township. Right, they were recalling a sitting
Supervisor?
trustee. Right. So what happened was, and why these signatures all got thrown out, was because everybody put their address as it reads on their driver's license. And my driver's license is a perfect example. Right? If you read my driver's license, it gives my address and says that I live in Fenton, Michigan. I don't live in Fenton. I live in Heartland. Right? The same thing in Tyrone Township. They all had Fenton mailing addresses.
Right.
Right? They all live in Tyrone Township. Right? Because of that difference, they threw all of the 2,000 signatures they had collected out on the recall because of that little difference. And what it was, what Jeremy exposed here was the gross double standard. Right? Here you had the same thing, is that right?
Correct.
The exact same thing. You had Banfield had all these signatures where people wrote their mailing address and not their true address. So for Tyrone Township, all those people got disenfranchised and all those petitions got thrown out. But for Banfield, a Democrat running for office, it was fine.
Yeah, they kept all those signatures.
Yeah, and everybody should know that Banfield is a far left-wing Democrat.
So they recalled him, threw him out?
Her.
Her.
No,
The Tyrone
up in
Township
Tyrone
was-
Township, they recalled the guy, and all the petitions got thrown out, so there was no recall. So all those people that signed that wanted him recalled, and all the people that did the work to get the 2,000 signatures, all got disenfranchised.
Right on.
But it was allowed to stand
Oh,
with
we are.
Banfield. And to let you know, Banfield is a divorce attorney that is from Brighton that is known for courtless divorces. She's got 20 years of experience and very little courtroom experience.
It appears that we have, they've rectified something over there on Rumble because we are now live on Rumble.
We are now live on Rumble. Nice.
That is correct. You are correct, sir. Yes.
Yeah. So those of you watching on Rumble, welcome to the show.
Yeah, not just for chat anymore.
Yeah. So Banfield was the one that I found irregularities with. I already read that. It moved.
Yeah. The interesting thing is that's the Livingston Post, and I got the Banfield got one paragraph, and I got like 5 or 6, something like that.
Yeah.
But I did. It was late at night, and I get my phone. I looked over on my phone. I had a Facebook message, and I went okay, and I opened it up, and I'm like okay. I just got back from the Tiger game.
Yeah.
I went with my buddy Frank.
Yeah.
And they won that night, of course.
Oh,
'cause
I
was
remember
there.
that. I remember that. I talked to you from the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that night I got home and like at 11:30.
Did they win the game?
Yeah, every time I go, they win.
I was going to ask you, is it they won because you won?
Exactly.
When you don't go, they lose. You better get your ass down there.
I've only been twice this year. You can look at their stats.
Yeah.
They've won twice. You've gone twice.
They've blessed me by winning both games that I've gone to.
Yes.
But I was laying there, and she says, "Hey, I'm writing. Are you the Jeremy Scott Gibbs that filed the challenge and also the host of the podcast?" And I said, "Yes." Would you like to make a comment? I'm running an article. And I went, can I do it in the morning?
Yeah.
And she's like, I go to press at 8 a.m. And I'm like, I don't get up before 9. I do podcasts. I have a band. I have a podcast in the evening. I get up, if I have to, I'll get up before 9, but normally 9's my start time. So she says, well, I go to press. I goes, okay. So almost everything that you read, now she did some good, what would you say, paraphrasing, or not paraphrasing, but editing.
Yeah.
Because she said the line, well, Jeremy said that many of his viewers on the podcast, and I could read you verbatim what I actually sent her, which is true to, there was no falsity in how she
Right.
captured my thoughts and opinions.
Did you talk to Maria Stewart?
That's who it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so it was cool.
I should have told her I said hi.
Because I was like, that would have tarnished the whole thing. But it was really cool that she took everything that I said, and I was like, I even wanted to go, I hope that wasn't too wordy, Yeah. But I'm laying there going, okay, well, that's, and if you read through some of the language that I used, I couched it I'm like, we've seen a ton of different things throughout the state, throughout the country, where signatures have been, and I didn't go into the Linden, Tyrone Township, because I didn't have that paperwork in front of me, and
Right.
it was, midnight by the time I'm sending all of that text back to her. And I'm like, I didn't want to get into it, so I just said, we've seen multiple times, which we have, and we've covered a bunch of them, and covered different races. And so then when we, I was like, all right. And so I thought it did a good job on the statement. I got some kudos from some inside folks.
You did a really good job on the statement.
Especially when Banfield herself got one paragraph, and I got how many? Scroll up there, Larry. Read how many paragraphs I got.
I don't. I don't even know because
You go from her last statement.
Yeah. Yeah. Here you are again.
1, 2, 3, 4,
agreed
5,
the challenge
6.
would have disenfranchised many valid support signatures.
But her actual quote,
Yeah.
Hang on, go back up.
Teddy's going to count them.
No, go back down to that paragraph.
Right here.
Of the canvassers.
Uh-huh.
So on May 21st, the full board of canvassers, a bipartisan board responsible for certifying state elections, approving the voting systems, and adopting language for statewide ballot initiatives, unanimously agreed that Gibbs' challenge would have disenfranchised many valid supporter signatures. Paul Cordes, a Republican member on the board of canvassers, said the decision to reject Gibbs' challenge was a quote-unquote no-brainer.
Now.
Well, that's because, and we have lawyer friends that we've talked about this. It is bad law,
Right.
but it's been used and weaponized against Republican candidates, and so my thought process is, if you're going to leave it in there, then we're going to use it across the board, no matter who's there.
Right.
That's the incident.
Yes.
It's not. It's okay. So now, what I would like them to do, and many other people out there, get rid of that or change that law.
Right.
Don't invalidate any signatures because you used it up there, and didn't they use it downriver? You said there was another candidate downriver that they used it on.
I think so, but
But it's been used successfully against Republican candidates, and has been denied and no-brainer on Democrat candidates.
yes.
And that's the problem. Either use it universally, and well, here's the other thing. Here's the other big thing about this. We have signature ballot initiative signatures, either signatures for candidates or signatures for different ballot initiatives. Okay, we have them on the bar downstairs. Either I'm monitoring them or my wife's monitoring them, because we have to sign it when it's filled out completely and then send it in. Well, I have to fill it out properly with Osceola Township, not Howell, even though my license says Howell.
Yeah.
But I have to fill it out as Osceola Township. Now, if I make a mistake, legally, I am invalidating all of those signatures on there. So I've been aware of this since I've been doing ballots or petitions for various people for the last 4 years now, three and a half, 4 years, and you guys have walked in.
Well,
you've
it's actually-
walked in and seen 4 or
it's
5
actually
on my
due-
bar downstairs.
It's actually due to a liberal judge's decision.
Right, but
I mean that's what this is all about. It's bad case law.
It's bad case law,
Right.
but as long as it's in place, then we're going to use it to hopefully level the playing field. You
Right.
know, because we've had so many things going on with signatures. I was just listening to there was somebody on Infowars today. The name's escaping me, but older gentleman, well renowned. If I brought up his name, you guys would probably recognize him. Anyways, he pointed out, he goes, they don't get rid of the voter rolls. There may be legitimately, you have 6 different entries under your own name that have your address, but there's 6 different entries and they're not cleaning them up. So then you go and sign and it gets invalidated, or there's doubles, or that's how they're cheating with it. So we've got to clean this stuff up across the board, signature wise, bad case law, all of these things. And the only way we're going to do that is drawing attention to it. So I don't have any issue against Banfield as a person. I've never been slighted or anything like that. It simply came down to, you use this case law to invalidate signatures for another candidate. It came across my desk. I looked at it because I'm familiar with the race, because we do support Christina Like, but I looked at it and said, okay, what's going on here? That's what it amounts to, you know? Would you agree, Larry?
Too busy showing me a meme that he made.
I
Of
did
course.
not make that meme. That was shared on a post.
But that's the thing we're looking at is it's bad case law, but until you get rid of it, then we need to go after it. And when we looked at it, when I looked at it and submitted the challenge, I knew it had a very little chance of succeeding because of the dynamics of this particular race, and because it, being a Democrat on that side. But you get it in the paper, you get it, you bring it to the attention, you get it going, and the show gets a little free promotion.
There you go.
No, I didn't do it for that reason.
Yeah, come on.
I was very reluctant. I was like, nobody else is. All right, I guess I'll. Let's do this, Larry. Are you ready with the Midwesterner over there?
I can be here in a second.
Okay. Teddy, you're gonna have a perspective tonight. That you seem spicy and black-pilled like more than usual.
I just wanted to give out a disclaimer, so.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
The best of the bester.
The best of the bester. Teddy Bester. How we doing on chats now that everybody's scattered all over the place?
We got Dale saying on YouTube, get the flock out of here. We got Matt Stafford on Facebook saying, I say unless they could show that these data centers can actually have a positive impact on the community they are in, there will not be any approved.
But the corporations are
Strong arming.
strong arm everybody and pushing them through.
And then we got, Dale moved the rumble now, saying awesome, so.
Now, Teddy, what was your question going to be about fascism and communism?
No, he wanted you to define them so that he could answer what the difference was between the two.
Yeah.
Oh.
I kind of did that talking about it.
So let's go to your Midwesterner.
I just want to see, let's go to the Midwesterner so we can see the
Yes.
those nice zoomed up faces of our favorite
Good
Michigan
God.
government officials.
Please tell me it's not a Slotkin fucking article.
Slobkin.
It is not.
Oh, thank God.
It's a Jossiclan.
Oh, my
article.
God.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna be
Jossiclan Benson claims no clue how the Southern Poverty Law Center operated while she served on the board. Well, you know what? That makes perfect sense because she has no clue how the Secretary of State operated while she was the Secretary of State.
I think she knows how.
But how many times was she sued for racism?
I think she knows how it works, but she uses it to her own political advantage.
Well, I know that she lost in court. They ruled, 7 times that she violated? election loss?
She keeps losing. She's a big
Serial loser.
serial loser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's something Trump says. She's a
no.
serial loser.
She's a
Low
serial
IQ.
loser.
Yes.
The only time I lose is on Jeopardy.
Mainstream media doesn't report any of that, though.
Yes.
I lost on Jeopardy.
Secretary
Baby.
of State Benson, that would be Jocelyn for all you people in Ann Arbor.
I'm liking Larry's new nicknames here. You got Haley Scumbag and then Jocelyn Benson.
Yes.
Keep it up, Larry.
Is deflecting attention from lingering questions about her involvement at the disgraced Southern Poverty Law Center. That's the SPLC, or Socialist Progressives, Liberals, and lying communists. It's either way, SPLC. And blaming Republicans for a grand jury indictment against the nonprofit in April. Yes, that is true. The SPLC paid the KKK to go to Charlottesville and cause trouble, and it's the Republicans' fault they indicted them for doing that. I agree. My role was mostly ceremonial, Benson told the Detroit News. Mostly ceremonial.
Mosery.
So, I wonder what that means. Mostly
Well,
ceremonial.
Mostly ceremonial. I
Yeah.
mean, Kennedy's ride through Dallas there in November was mostly peaceful.
Mostly peaceful.
Mostly
Yeah,
peaceful.
mostly,
I mean,
yeah.
you know, just
Mostly
right up until
peaceful.
the end there.
Yeah.
You're
And then it was ceremonial.
Then it was no longer peaceful, but mostly it was peaceful.
Yeah.
Leading up to that
Right.
hole in the head thing.
Yeah. Benson told the Detroit News of her unpaid tenure on the Southern Poverty Law Center board from 2014 to 2019. It was mostly attending events and doing other things, like the 50th commemoration of the Voting Rights Act. Yes. Commemoration.
Commemoration. Get it right, Larry.
Benson, who is overseeing her own election for governor as the Democrat frontrunner, claimed to have no clue how the socialist, progressives, and lying communists was operating at the time. I mean, SPLC. When the Department of Justice alleges the organization funneled more than $3 million to the Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nations, and National Socialist Party of America.
Ku Klux Klan.
Those all sound like Democrat organizations to me.
Wasn't it Teddy? Wasn't it little Cartman that his superhero alter ego was Coon?
I'm a king.
Coon and Friends.
King and friends. It's franchise.
Coon.
National Socialist Party. So if you would ask a Democrat what that meant,
I won't ask a Democrat.
yeah,
But go ahead.
they would say that that was right wing.
Right?
Because so many Republicans are calling for socialism.
I've always fundamentally had a problem with any organization that goes to totalitarianism,
Right.
or any type of overt control,
Yeah.
still being considered right wing.
Well, see, here's the thing.
You can't.
Right, just because
they're not congruent.
National Socialism is half a footstep to the right of communism,
Doesn't make
it
it
right wing.
Exactly.
It just doesn't make it right wing.
Right.
All the right wing extremist people I know are all anarchists. They want no government. They want no taxes.
Right. And they don't want to
They
try to
want-
control everybody else.
No, they don't. They could care less. They just want to be
So
left
I can
alone.
handle that type of right wing.
That's the right wing extremist that I know.
But anything that calls itself right wing and yet wants to control other people is not
Yeah.
right wing.
No.
It can't be.
No.
It's anathema to the concept of being right wing.
Right. Well, it's like
There's left wing and left wing
it's
life.
like National Socialism is counterproductive of what's right wing in America.
Right.
They clash.
It's like saying you can go so deep into freedom that you become a slave. That's stupid.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. I've heard people say that.
Yeah, I've heard people.
I'm like,
I've heard people claim, Nazis are right wing. Really? Well, so right wingers go around confiscating people's guns?
How about the fact that Nazi is the slang term for National Socialist?
Yeah.
It just doesn't work. So it's no different. Our language is so bastardized. I mean, if you look at it right now,
Well, it's just like liberal.
we said
take the word liberal. What's liberal about a liberal?
nothing.
I mean,
It
if you
comes
get
from-
out a dictionary.
right.
Wait a minute. Let's get this out.
It's changed. It's the same thing with conservative and liberal. Both those terms are so bastardized and used. It doesn't work. I don't even like. I try not to use. I use leftists more than anything because I don't
Yes.
even like to use liberal because I believe in liberty and libraries and it's like to be liberated doesn't mean that it comes from liberals. But they adopted those names, just like the alphabet mafia adopts the rainbow, the symbol for God's redemption after a flood destroying all the corruption in the world. They adopt that as their symbol to bastardize it and to make it. It's the same thing as the swastika, the Nazi swastika. Well, it was a symbol of peace and love throughout the Far East for thousands of years. They adopt it, and it's now this evil symbol. When the reality is, it was a symbol of peace. Still is throughout a lot of the Far East. It is a huge symbol of love. It's on temples. It's all over the place over there. It's a symbol of love and peace. They adopt it. They bastardize it, and now it's horrible. I can't put it. We can't even put the Pink Floyd album up with Dark Side of the Moon, where the light goes through the prism and splits into the colors of the rainbow, because then we're accused of being gay on the show.
So I brought up this definition here of liberal. So favorable to progress or reform, as in political or religious affairs. Synonyms would be would be
I like that you said
progressive.
cinnamons.
Yeah, cinnamon. I like cinnamon sticks.
Cinnamon's good.
Yeah.
I grew up on cinnamon toast as a kid.
Cinnamon sticks and hot chocolate. That's really good.
Oh yeah.
Progressives are reactionary, often initial or capital letters, nothing or pertaining to a political party advocating measures of progress or political reform. Now, here's where left-wing liberals depart from the definition of pertaining to, based on, or advocating liberalism, especially the freedom of the individual and governmental granted guarantees of individual rights and liberties.
But Larry,
Yes.
my body, my choice. That's the individual and their liberties.
Yeah,
except
but-
when you
but-
got to put a mask on and get jabbed.
Right. Okay. There's one point. Another point of that awesome example you gave is they're not killing themselves; they're killing a third person.
Yeah.
Very true.
All right.
They're pushing on you, but not-
yeah. So that's not what they're doing with their body. That I'm taking issue with. It's what they're doing to the body that's growing inside.
But it's only my body, my choice when it comes to murdering babies in the womb.
Right.
When it comes to the jab.
Right.
When it comes to illegals running the street free and
Yes.
murdering our natural-born citizens here.
Uh-huh.
When it comes to
Seatbelts?
defrauding the taxpayers to the tunes of billions and billions of dollars throughout.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I understand it's the luring center, so you got to let
We're
that
in a
slide.
system now where they will not go after the fraudsters, but they will pass a Stop Nick Shirley Act in California.
Correct.
Yeah, and what about
because
freedom,
they're-
freedom of speech? Do liberals support freedom of speech?
No. In
Or
fact,
what about freedom of religion? What happens when people object on religious grounds? I seem to remember liberals suing a cake maker because they didn't want to take part in a gay wedding.
when there was multiple, and they literally, in that case, they literally said, we will sell you the cake and we will sell you the two people, but we will not put the names on the cake, and you can take the cake and do whatever you want. They literally wanted to force them to put the names on the cake and do that, even though there was multiple other cake makers throughout that same area that would have gladly done it.
Sure,
without
they
questioning.
were cherry picking.
They
because
did it on purpose.
Yes, they did,
And that's where I understand.
and they lost.
Ultimately,
Yes.
yeah. the cake,
The cake maker should have countersued, is what he should have done.
didn't they?
Should have asked for costs from the Supreme
Oh,
Court.
100%. Was there no slapback there in Colorado? Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause
Usually you got to ask
Texas
for
and a few other states have automatic slapbacks that if you
Yes.
bring a frivolous lawsuit or you bring a lawsuit like that,
that. And that, that ought to be federal law, actually.
It should
If
be.
you-
it would cut down on a lot of these lawsuits.
sure it would.
We want lawsuits that are legitimate, but there's a lot of them that aren't. They're just lawfare. I
Right.
mean, we've seen that across the board. What else you got there over? You went through Jocelyn.
Jocelyn Clan Benson? Is that what you're
You know,
talking
I
about?
can't honestly, Larry. I cannot hear the term Klan anymore. Maybe young Teddy will side with me on this. I can't hear the KKK or the Klan anymore without thinking of Dave Chappelle as the blind black guy who was the leader of the Klan. He was the leader of the Klan. Did you ever see that?
Yeah, I seen that.
It was that's one of the most hilarious skits ever. Is Dave Chappelle, the blind black guy who doesn't know he's black, sitting there on his front porch saying, "White power, white power," and the rest of the people not wanting to tell him that he's actually a black guy. And then after and they set it up to be like a whole documentary. It's hilarious. And then it says that shortly after the documentary was over, he divorced his wife because she was an N-word lover.
So here, the next story in the Midwesterner would be one of Jeremy's favorite people. Senate candidates clash over anti-Semitism. El Said blames scores of white supremacy.
Oh yeah, the white supremacists. Yeah. They're
Yeah.
so supreme that we allow places like Dearbornistan and
Yeah, white supremacy. Jim Crow laws. Democrats.
yeah.
You're a history major, right?
Yeah.
So, Jim Crow laws, white supremacy, Democrat history, right or wrong?
I guess when you're talking about that particular time, from the Reconstruction era to 1960s, I guess that could be the Democratic Party of back then, correct?
They were the ones. They were exclusively the ones that were opposing everything. Every Republican I watched there was a video years ago. We'll have to look it up. But there was one.
There's pictures throughout history of the 1938 Democrat convention where everybody wore a white hood.
Yep. And they had. They showed all the people that voted for Reconstruction. They showed all the people that voted for equal voting rights for Black Americans after the Civil War. There's all this, and the only people that objected were on the Democrat side. The first gun laws illegally established in this country were to prevent blacks from owning firearms by the Democrats.
Michigan Democrat Senate candidates offered sharply different responses to questions about anti-Semitism, Israel,
I'm just asking questions.
and U.S. foreign policy during a discussion at a Mackinac private policy conference highlighting differences and continue to shape the party Senate primary.
Nice.
So you have far left-wing extremist communist Haley Stevens versus even further left crazy communist nut job Abdul El Said. Is that how you say that? Am I saying that?
I'm not even going to try.
Said.
Is that Teddy? You trying it?
It's Abdul El Said, I think.
Abdul El Said.
Abdul.
Yes. Now everybody should realize this is the guy that graduated from law school, said he was a doctor, but never practiced. He never practiced.
Abdul.
Never practiced medicine. The exchange occurred during a forum hosted by the Detroit Regional Chamber of Communists. Moderator Stephen Henderson asked State
Larry,
Senator
quit putting your hand over your chin.
Mallory McMorrow, U.S. Representative Haley Stevens of Birmingham, and former Wayne County Health Director Abdul El Sayed, whether anti-Semitism had become a problem within the Democrat Party. Here's what McMorrow said. Oh, gosh. Now, McMorrow is a well-known groomer, just so everybody knows. Her thing is grooming children to turn them into transgenders and gay.
Teddy, we're gonna change the one of the sound bites from Tombstone, because I have it in there. Go to the Tombstone tab. You see rumor?
Tombstone tab.
Yeah.
So,
Go to that.
Three
The movie
strategies-
Tombstone.
Is
Hold
it,
on. Hold on.
oh,
which one is it?
Just say that's the rumor.
Oh, there it is.
That's the rumor.
That's the rumor. So that they say well, I heard you're the deadliest pistolero around here. He goes, that's the rumor. So from now on, Teddy, we're gonna have to change it for Larry's sake, and you can push the button and say, well, that's the groomer.
that's the groom.
That's the groomer.
3 strategies to combat anti-Semitism. McMorrow conflates criticism of Israel with Jew hatred, adopts GOP framing that there is an anti-Semitic problem in the Democrat Party. Stevens dreams. El Sayed commitment to universal human rights. McMorrow cited in a personal incident involving her husband, who is Jewish, during last year's Democratic National Convention. I had a blowout with this witch a few years back, and she tried to say that I was anti-Semitic against her because her husband was Jewish. Of course, I came back and said, yeah, I'm part Jewish, and my son is Jewish. So,
And it's not about you being Jewish.
yeah,
you're just an
so
asshole,
you're
and I don't
idiot.
like you.
Yeah, so you're an idiot.
Has nothing to do with
Yeah.
you being Jewish. It has to do with you being an asshole.
Yes, the attendee yelled anti-Semitic slur at my husband, who is Jewish, who was walking with my 5-year-old daughter, McMorrow said, and that is terrifying. I wonder what anti-Semitic slur. Did somebody say? I don't know.
I don't know, Larry. How many Polish jokes have you told on the show?
I don't tell Polish jokes.
You're anti-Polak.
That's true.
It's like his.
It's his calling card on the fucking show. Talking about- But that's the thing. If people go, oh, that's okay. Like, Polish jokes is one of the most common ethnic slurs.
Yeah, but they're funny.
Case in point. So we can be rude and disparaging to certain people, but not others.
Just to the host.
Yeah, of course.
But it happens all across the board. I'm Irish, and I take issue with the fact that on St. Patrick's Day, it seems to be, it's supposed to be a time and place when everybody goes out and gets hammered. Well, you know what? I don't think every Irish guy likes to drink his ass off and get stone drunk all the time.
Not all the time.
Just most of the time.
Okay, well,
Case in point.
Case in
I had a buddy that was part Irish,
Yeah.
Polish, and German.
Oh man, two nice.
And what I said to him, I said, oh, so you're angry, you like to fight, and you have no clue as to why.
You're angry like to fight. You have no
I'm angry. I want to drink, and then I want to fight, and I don't know why. I can identify the different parts of your ethnicity.
Well, I mean, come on. Everybody likes to laugh. I mean, what's wrong with telling a good joke every now and then? I mean, it's, who cares?
I'm always saying that with tongue in cheek to say, if I were, everybody complains about, how dare you take, say disparaging things about my nationality. People.
But that's the basis, the lowest level of attack is to attack somebody's either appearance or their ethnicity. To do that shows where your mentality is. And so, and then the second worst level is to claim that somebody's doing that when they're not doing it. They're just, there's one level that I can't stand is when people assume that you said something negative or, racial or ethnic slur. And then there's the other ones where you didn't say anything and they still call you a racist or ethno, what do they call that? What's the term, Teddy, when you criticize somebody's ethnicity? In general. It's ethno. All I'm thinking is ethnocentric, and it's not ethnocentric. It's ethno. We'll have to look it up. Anyways, there's a term for just criticizing somebody's ethnicity, just in general, and that means it could be anybody. The sad part about the anti-Semitism is everybody in the Middle East is a Semite. Look up the actual definition of the word.
Yeah.
And when they go, oh, you're taking on, you know that Isaac had a half brother, right?
Yeah.
Which is where the Muslims come from, Ishmael. Mm-hmm. And Ishmael was half Abraham's kid and half Hagar's kid.
That's correct.
Hagar was from Egypt.
Yes.
So,
Sammy Hagar?
yes.
Yes.
Yes. And so when people go down that road and they start to go off, I'm like, the promise was given to Abraham when he was still Abram, and it said, your descendants will inherit this land, or will possess this land was the phrase in the Old Testament. And they are. Now you can jockey over who controls what piece of legitimate property, but the reality is the entire Middle East is occupied by all of Abraham's descendants on both sides of the family.
Yes.
And he remarried multiple women after Sarah passed away and had other sons and daughters that also fell under that.
Sarah's the lady that couldn't get pregnant, right?
Correct. That's why he slept with Hagar.
Yeah, and that's why he slept with Hagar, because
His wife told him to.
his wife told him to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't listen to your wife. It's trouble. That's all I'm going to say.
That's the rumor.
Catches on quick. Yeah, it's like something was on the news, and my wife looked at me and she just nodded her head and she said, "Thanks a lot, Eve." I don't remember exactly what we were watching at the time, but she was.
What other ones do I got in there, Teddy, for Tombstone? I know we got it. We just
There's
got
a second one that was really funny.
We just got two $20 things. We'll go over those in a second.
Yeah.
Because we have to.
Good evening, then.
Good
That is a hell of a thing for you to say to me.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's like just what I'm thinking every time Larry
That is
talks.
a hell of a thing for you to
That
say.
is a hell of a thing for you to say to me.
Yes. Not friends. You got not friends in there?
Don't know. I don't see it.
Not me. I'm in my prime.
Oh, yeah. No, one of my favorite lines is when he says, he's playing cards with the one guy, and the guy says, "You cheat.
Oh, this one.
You're doing."
Christ almighty, it's like I'm sitting here playing cards with my brother's kids or something. You nerve-wracking sons of bitches.
No, that one's good. The one that I always think of is when he's playing cards with him, and he goes, "You cheating son!" He's like 4 or 20 times in a row. "You cheating?" He goes, "Well, Ed, are we not friends anymore?" Well, if I thought we weren't friends, I just don't think I could bear it. It's awesome. All right, we're gonna have to do it because it's in the super chats, and super chats are what keep the Di-Serona flowing around here. John Bovey says earlier, Larry isn't anti-Semitic. He donates his whole paycheck to the International Brotherhood of Christians and Jews. And then I know this isn't the actual person, but claiming to be somebody we know.
Jeff Amayo?
No.
Oh.
Dee Dee. Gave a $20 super chat saying, "Larry, I know how passionate you have been about the International Fellowship of Christians and Jews, so here's some money to give to them as the Bible commands us." So you need to send some money to the Jews. when that actually flows through the account, I'll see how much of a percentage Larry gets for his contribution to the show, and he can send that to the Juice. And then John Bovey chimed back in, Cars for Kids donation.
You know, did you hear about
Some of these don't even make sense.
Did you hear? Did you hear? You know what Cars for Kids is, right?
Yeah.
Well, that got banned in California because basically that charity isn't actually going to really kids. They're going to Jewish schools in New Jersey, so 17 to 18-year-olds can go to Israel.
Oh, now it makes
I'm not
sense.
even joking.
Now it makes sense. All right. Good call, John Bovey.
Thank you for supporting free trips to Israel.
I do know that Paula White came out recently and said that
Teddy wants
that
to
the
go
Americans need to send 10% to Jews.
When I go in the White House, that becomes holy ground.
He says, read that.
Super
Groiper Baron.
Super Groper Baron. I don't know who that
Groiper.
is. No,
Groiper.
Grouper. It's Grouper. That's how you.
But it's
There's no U.
Gripe,
But it's Grouper.
okay.
You're such a boomer.
Super grouper?
It's Super Groiper.
Super
what he's trying to say.
Super Grouper Baron. I don't know who that is all over this S word.
All over the shit.
All the shite.
We're protecting identities now?
I don't know who Baron is. Everyone just keeps saying
It's
it's
true.
Baron's
I don't
like,
know who Cannonball is.
Well, Baron's like your moderator. I'm guessing. I see him like on.
He
from time
banned
to
this
time.
one guy who was pushing his book like 3 times in a row. And I got, like, it called me while the show's going. I'm like, dude.
Can't believe.
Somebody was pushing a book?
It's somebody we know.
Oh.
And they were like, oh, you're, and then like posted Facebook on the chat and was like, oh, you're gonna ban Good Patriots. I'm like, dude, you were off topic promoting your book. You want to promote your book? Call me, call Larry, call Shane. Let's set up a interview on a Sunday and let's talk about your book. Don't just throw it in the chat and act like that's.
Just don't go on other people's programs.
And you
do
did it
that.
3 times in a row because we were not paying attention to it. And I'm like, dude, I get it. But I had somebody else like that I booted off the show, didn't I? Somebody that, like, as I was ending the show violently. And go find my book. I was like,
What in God's holy name are you blathering about?
Yes.
Well, I'll tell you
I
what
got
I'm
no problem
blathering
promoting
about.
somebody's
I've got
book.
information,
No,
man.
give me a Sunday show.
give me a heads up.
Come on and talk about your dang book.
Give me a heads up.
But that's not what the chat room is for.
No.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Yeah, the chat room is.
Now I want chocolate.
You want rainbow chocolate?
No.
I saw you eyeballing the chocolate.
Yeah, because
You stay the fuck out of there.
He either tastes the chocolate or he tastes the rainbow. So
No, Martha brought the chocolate. She brought over Hershey's chocolate and graham crackers and marshmallows
Gonna
because,
for the
like I said,
kids.
the kids have
Makes
been over here the
s'mores.
last couple weeks, and we typically on non-podcast nights, well, I'll have a nice fire out there in the fireplace. Do you see how tall my bricks, my cement blocks are getting? I'm about to put the 2 side roofs on.
Nice.
I got that. Yeah, it's getting there. It's getting there. What else do we cover? Oh, do we cover weaponized mosquitoes?
We got weaponized ticks. We got weaponized mosquitoes. What the hell else?
No, there's a new thing coming out. Let's see where it's at.
anyone remember the West Nile virus scare that happened like in 2013?
I had a friend that was in my band at one point, and then ended up we dissolved that band, and he went into another band, and they called their band West Nile from New York. Bill Gates, aka Mosquito Man, and Google joined with Microsoft to release millions of infected GMO mosquitoes across the USA to act as flying vaccines. And you can see the look on Alex Jones's face there.
GMO, is that a gay manipulated organization?
No.
Organism?
You're so fucking full of.
I'm surprised that guy's still walking the earth. I really am.
Oh, we got our.
There are countries out there that have, abandoned. They would arrest him and throw him in a dungeon.
Who,
the rest of
Bill
his
Gates?
life. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, him and Fauci and Soros
Yeah.
are wanted in multiple other countries, but we won't facilitate that. It's like, just dude, throw that fucker on a plane and ship him over to one of the countries where he
I thought
already
that
has.
See, now, if I was Donald Trump, I would call up Putin and say, hey, dude, I'll make you a deal. I will send you George Soros if you pull out of, what's the name of that country over there?
Ukraine, the one that
Ukraine,
keeps
thank you. Yeah,
going
say,
into
we'll
Russia.
trade you Ukraine for Soros.
He doesn't want
I don't think he
Ukraine.
want-
Ukraine's the one that keeps attacking Russia.
I don't think he wants Soros either.
I don't think he wants Soros.
I think Soros is like decrepit, probably. He's like a floating head.
Well, I think they have a warrant for his arrest. I think they want his head.
Well, you know,
Look at this one right here. It says, breaking, Google set to release 64 million genetically modified mosquitoes in California and Florida. The same Google that gave tens of millions of dollars to fund bioweapon labs in Wuhan, China. You know why they went to Wuhan, China?
I mean, if mosquitoes were made to kill the
Oh,
other
it's behind me. You guys didn't see
if
it.
the
Because
they
mosquitoes
could
were
get away
made
with
to
it.
kill the other mosquitoes, like that kind of, I would be fine with that, and then they all just die out.
No.
But
Well,
that we all know that's not going to happen.
that's-
But mosquitoes have been
listen,
like a, you know,
You're talking about Google and Microsoft. Okay? Why would anyone trust the guy who was at the head of Microsoft, that was at the helm of it, who couldn't keep a fucking virus off my computer to save his life, and that's zeros and ones and is your literal job, and somehow you're going to be the one to tell me that a vaccine for my body, my biological computer,
isn't
that
this,
you figured that out? You can't even figure out how to keep me from getting a virus if I accidentally go on a website. But you're going to figure out how to protect my body from with a vaccine you come up with. Bullshit. Yeah. So yeah, flying vaccines. Now he's a eugenicist. His parents were eugenicists, and Bill Gates just wants to kill us. You know, if we can reduce the, this is some high school algebra, and if we can just, we can get one of these numbers down to zero, then, or close to zero, then we can start to reduce the population. If we do a really good job with vaccines and reproductive health, then we can start to bring these numbers down. That's his TED Talk. He doesn't give a shit about healthy people. He wants to reduce the population. That's all he wants to do. Well, and rape children on Epstein's Island. He was a frequent flyer. He had some frequent flyer miles out there.
And Russian whores gave him VD, and he brought it home to his wife.
Right?
Yeah, I was about to say he can't even keep it seems like virus away from himself, if you know what I mean.
Well, he may have a lot of money, but he's still going to get what he pays for. Let's see. Okay. So weaponized mosquitoes. Oh, where was the Oregonian? The Oregon secession. It's really heating up, and it has. There it is. The Greater Idaho Movement. Oh, this is all right. Some of it's taken from Wikipedia, but the Greater Idaho Movement is an effort of the East Idaho counties to secede from Oregon and join Idaho, driven by political and cultural differences. As of May 2024, they're 13 counties. Yeah, as of May 2024, 13 counties have approved measures in favor of this movement, reflecting a desire for the government for governance that aligns more closely with their conservative values. Yes, but. There's news right now. What's the latest news? This isn't giving me anything. And there's February. That's not even close. What am I? I'm on DuckDuckGo. Why is it not giving me the? Maybe I need to call it Greater Idaho. But there is a heavy duty movement right now. On the Greater Idaho, maybe you can find it, Patrick, send it to me. But the Greater Idaho movement right now is, I thought that they had a statewide ballot initiative right now, something like that. but they're not updating it as of May 2026. Because you just saw something, and I just saw something.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Tigers tonight. I didn't wear my Tigers jersey, but they did prevail. They did not collapse at the end. And Flattery gets his first win of the year, 8-0. For those of you that have it on DVR, sorry. But yeah, they ended up maintaining that lead of 8-0 into the final.
Wow.
So Tigers won, and I didn't even have to be at the game.
You watched it.
I did watch it, but I didn't have to be at the game. It's
Yes.
amazing. The next thing I'm looking at here is, yeah, we're gonna have to, we're gonna wrap the show up here soon,
And
so I can catch the third period of the Vegas, Vegas
my phone doesn't
Carolina.
alert here.
hockey game. So it's game 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals right now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Hockey's still going on?
Stanley Cup. This is game 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals.
Oh.
Yep,
I think you should watch that.
I think so. Well,
Maybe we could
the
have
Red
that.
Wings earlier on, before we got to the playoffs, they had successfully traded for some new players. One was another Russian guy, Sumarov.
Was he in a hurry?
But they got the summer off.
They got the summer off 'cause he was in a hurry.
They didn't make it to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm monitoring scores here as we're having fun on the show. I'm glad
So
that.
I'm seeing something. On May 19th, 2026 is like the latest in Greater Oregon.
Okay, what do you
The
got?
voters in Walla County chose 61% of 39% to repeal their previous support for the effort.
Say that again. Repeal their.
On
effort.
May 16th, in 2026, voters in Walla County chose 61% to 39% to repeal their previous support for the effort.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
So they voted in favor from it before the Join Greater Idaho, and then they did this recent ballot initiative where they oppose doing that, or reverted it, or repeal it basically.
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder if that's a regroup or if that's a. They're not going back.
Yeah, I mean, they had a previous election they voted for, and then this time around 2026, and
Yeah.
they repealed that. I don't know.
Previously, Dale said the dude abides. I agree 100%. The dude does abide.
They sent you a map on it.
Okay. Because, man, the dude abides. And our good friend, the Howell Stranglers, chiming in, Jeffrey Ameo, and he says, y'all crackers, see my Indian brother, Bikram, stab that IT boy, and then dumbass Bobby's ain't doing. Yeah, we went over that at the beginning of the show. But they arrested his dumbass while he was dying. Yes, we saw that, buddy. I'm glad you support your Indian brother over there. And then the child therapist, Dr. Ellis. And what exactly is wrong with raping children, sir?
Nothing if you're a Democrat.
According to them.
Yes.
That's
I would rather
And
you.
then Dale
that's a
says,
rough statement, man. I can't believe anybody would even ask that question.
Well, his actual name in the chat is Child the Rapist, Dr. Ellis. Not Child Therapist. The R is capitalized.
we're just a little politically.
Yeah, we have some people in chat that like to troll the fuck out of everybody. Dale asking about Claude Lemieux. I found it very. I didn't dive fully into the story, but Claude Lemieux, as a Red Wings fan, was very notorious. The fights with Colorado, and of course, Claude Lemieux taking out Draper and smashing his face. It was in the end of the thing.
I remember that, yeah.
And then the following season is when Mohawk, what the shit?
McCarty?
Darren McCarty. I mean, the gloves dropped. They started him. I think Bowman started him on the first line against Lemieux.
Yeah.
And as soon as the puck dropped to start the game, Darren McCarty grabbed him and just started beating the shit out of him. And they called him Turtle Boy because he turtled up. The interesting thing is, years later, this was only a few years ago, Darren McCarty and Claude Lemieux actually had a whole show that they did together, and that they became friends. If you guys didn't hear it, what happened with Claude Lemieux? He died a week and a half ago.
Yeah, he committed suicide.
He committed suicide. That's the disappointing part, and I don't know what's going on. In fact, the goalie for Carolina. Carolina? It wasn't Vegas, was it? It was Carolina. Had Claude Lemieux was his agent. He had gone from being a player to being an agent, and it was 2 days after he had committed suicide that they won Game 5 against Montreal. And of course, the reporter said, "It's been a rough 2 days. How you doing?" And he says, "It's been rough, but we got to get out there and do our job." So it's kind of wild. It's therapist. Can't help how Rumble makes it look. Yeah, I appreciate that, child therapist, Dr. Ellis. Dude, you guys are full of crap.
And then John Bovey is posting a frog emoji for whatever reason. Don't know what that would have to do, if anything.
Gay frogs?
Hey, gay. I guess he
He's turned the
identifies.
freaking frogs gay.
It's for all the frogs in the studio.
I guess he identifies as a gay frog.
Is there frogs in the studio? Just turning the frogs gay. Patrick sent me this. I'm going to grab it real quick. Oh, I'm looking at my scores here. I'm seeing good stuff. Tigers already won, but I'm looking at my other stuff. Larry, anything else on your Midwestern? Or I mean, it's been a long, crazy storm.
Yeah, well, we've been sidetracked and talking about other things.
What?
As well.
I felt slighted or blamed.
Yes.
I felt slighted.
Yes, it's always your fault. But Mallory McMorrow did admit that Democrats have a serious anti-Semitism problem.
Wait. She looks like who's that redhead actress that's Dallas Bryce Howard, Ron Howard's daughter.
Does he?
That picture, I'm just looking at the monitor picture.
All right, Mallory McMorrow is a pretty young lady.
Yeah.
She's just evil. She's everything that a human being should not be. Literally.
Evil.
Evil.
Yeah, her
Displaying the fruits of the devil.
Yeah, her darkness definitely outweighs her beauty. She's a pretty girl, always has been.
You mean her pale skin is not a complete reflection of the darkness of her soul?
Her soul is.
Her skin gets lighter in color as her soul gets darker. Patrick sent me this over here, so I'm going to switch over to this one. Let's see. Eastern Oregon can possibly become Western Idaho. That's 2023, but that's the map. And they do want to succeed. I don't know what's going on. Teddy, are you continuing to look over there?
Look for what?
Anything on the Greater Idaho movement?
No, just that ballot initiative from a couple weeks ago was the latest thing. It's been.
All right, go, Larry.
Oh, here's a new one. Jazza Benson talks revenue enhancements as Mackinac Policy Conference wants to identify new creative sources if governor.
That all sounds really, really bad when you know what how they phrase shit.
Yes.
Revenue enhancements
Yes.
as they identify new creative sources.
Let's explore this.
Yeah.
Michigan Secretary of State Jazza Benson discussed her thoughts on revenue enhancements during a candid conversation with the Mackinac Policy Conference on Wednesday. Benson, who is running her own election for governor, is a Democrat frontrunner to replace term-limited Democrat Governor Gretchen Schnitzmer.
Schnitzmer?
Did I say? Gosh dang it! I mispronounced
Why you gotta
her
do
name.
Schnitzmer?
Yeah. So Governor Gretchen Schnitzmer, she stated her case in an interview at the Detroit Regional Communist Mackinac Policy Conference on Mackinac Island. I do think we're going to need to to bottom need to do a top to bottom review of how we're generating revenue in the state. In other words, well, here's what she's really saying. I do think we're going to need to do a top to bottom review of how we're taxing the people in this state. A lot of our policies are quite antiquated, Benson told Michigan Public's Rick Paluda.
Paluda?
Paluda.
Is he a Paluda?
No, it's Paluda, not Paluda, but I said Paluda
Okay.
on purpose.
I couldn't read the fine print on the Uda
Yeah,
monitor.
it's
but now
Paluda.
I'll put it
P-L-U-T-A, but I said Paluda.
all. He's a Paluda.
Yeah, he's a Paluda. Yeah, noting government agencies should also work to drive down costs and build wealth in Michigan. So, in other words, what she's saying is vote for her and she will tax the living dog shit out of you. And
I think I'm exempt. I don't have any dog shit in me.
yeah.
But if I did, it would be taxed.
You got
Yeah.
plenty of chicken shit though.
I do. I gotta rent that tiller this like
Yeah, I noticed
Friday or
that.
Saturday, dude. I gotta do it.
Well, I've been working on docks, but
No, you're good. It's no slight on you.
Now, she also says that right now I don't think we're providing enough support for small business, but taxing small business isn't supporting them, just in case.
People know.
She's not aware of that, because
Right,
that's what she's going
right.
to do. She's going to say,
Hey, how efficient is government? Is it really efficient?
no.
not at all.
So why do we keep giving them money to build infrastructure?
Listen, if you ran a company like the government runs, you
You'd
would
be
be
out of
bankrupt.
Right.
Yeah, you couldn't sustain it.
Oh, not only that, I know a few companies, mine included, that can't survive all of the government requirements
Right.
that they put on you that have nothing to do with the success or failure of your business. Just have their hand out because you put up a shingle.
Oh, I was just telling you about what's going on in Ann Arbor. If you own rental property down there, you now have to apply online, do a questionnaire on the carbon footprint of your rental property, and it's called their green rental space, and you have to come up with a score, and you have to document everything that's on that, like low flow toilets and low flow faucets and high efficiency light bulbs. I mean, what the fuck? It is a rental property. If I have somebody that comes in there and screws out a light bulb, and that's an LED light bulb and puts in an incandescent one, can I handle it? I can't monitor that. Okay?
That's okay.
But I have to document that we've done all these things in order to come up with a score. And oh, by the way, then you have to sign up for a inspection to make sure that everything you put on this frickin' document is in fact true. And guess what? You got to pay for all that shit. Okay?
But that's okay, Patrick. We're going to put in data centers that take 100,000 gallons a day while you have to put in low flow toilets.
Yep. Yep.
Toilets that can't flush a big turd.
Nope.
So there's no Democrats going down those toilets.
Yeah. That's exactly the reason why they want to put in. They're worried about too many Democrats going right on down it. Yeah.
It's safety for Democrats because it won't flush large turds.
Or small ones. Yeah.
You guys got to see this. This is hilarious to me. Prison is perfect for liberals. Everyone is equal. Free food and housing. No guns. Universal health care and same-sex relationships.
Yep.
It's like kind of shirt Larry would just walk into one night, be wearing. It's like, Jeremy, you like my new shirt?
If you guys do notice, that's superimposed over somebody just sitting there.
Oh,
It's not actually printed on that shirt.
No, but it looks good.
But it's hilarious.
The point's the same.
Did you ever notice that Larry is in the middle of hilarious?
Yes, he is, yeah. Very.
Did nobody ever notice that?
All right.
Yeah.
Oh,
when I
Larry.
say hilarious, I'm just
Larry's
Larry.
in there.
Can't
He's
say
a-
hilarious without saying Larry.
Exactly. Hilarious. You can't say Democrat without saying crat.
Can't say Democrat without saying rat.
Exactly. All right, what do we got? Larry, you done over there, Midwesterner? I went back to you briefly because I pushed the wrong button. But
because you pushed the wrong button. Yeah, I think that's all we're going to cover today. There's some minor stuff about township considers 14,000 acre solar panel.
Move your hand.
Plant residents strongly oppose. There's a shocker. You know, why would a township even consider something the residents strongly oppose? It's like, and that's a serious problem.
Very serious. Dale, I have to admonish you in the chat. He called the gal that you had up there, the pale-skinned gal with a dark soul, called her a ginger, and I take issue with that. Only a ginger can call another ginger ginger.
So,
and I know Dale is not a ginger.
I hear you had something to
racist.
say about the Black Crows.
We said that earlier. I pulled up the article. I read through it.
Yeah, I know.
Slap him, Teddy.
Slap his phone.
I did say it.
Yes, you did.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
I really got to get
Come on,
that.
man.
I got to
There's
get
the-
that.
there's the
soundbite
ginger.
in there.
Only a ginger can call another ginger. So move your
It's like the
mouse
it's like
off
Eric
of her
Cartman.
face. You trying to poke the pointer up her nose?
It's like the Eric Cartman thing.
That was-
Gingers have no soul.
You know what? There's a hilarious comedian out there that plays piano, and he's a ginger, and he's hilarious. And he's like, "There's a word out there. It's a terrible word. It's a slur that people use.
A ginger?
It has an N, an I, two G's, an E, and an R. It's very offensive."
Ginger.
Yeah, but he makes it sound like it's. And then he's like, he's hilarious because he's like, "Only a ginger can call another ginger." It's hilarious. Like, guys, look that up. Teddy, find it for me, or find it and I'll post it. Anyways, all right, guys. Let's see what else we got tonight for you guys, other than me fiending to watch hockey.
You got to put the map up of Idaho.
Yeah.
Oregon and Idaho. No, you brought it up, but we didn't show it to anybody.
We're getting through everything quite quickly here.
What do we got? Oh, we did go over through a lot of stuff.
We just got the
I
Trump
heard there's a lot of hookers there.
In Idaho?
Idaho.
Who-da-ho?
About Ohio.
Idaho.
Ohio.
Oh, hi-ho. Yeah. Let me see. I'll open it up in another.
High in the middle, round on both ends. Ohio.
Dude, it's so wrong.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. Why you gotta do this?
Ooh, Oregon and Greater Idaho.
Idaho. Red counties are the counties that have voted to join Idaho. Counties that have voted next to join Idaho and haven't voted to join Idaho. Yeah, because, only the two that are in that area.
Oh, they want to secede from Oregon?
Yes.
Correct.
And be absorbed by
Because
Yes.
everybody on that side, on the gray side,
Libtards.
and they control all of it. The other side is mostly farmland and cattle pasture over there, and they're tired of being taxed and run by all of those POSs on the other side there.
Good for them.
So this has been going for a while, but I thought I thought you read something. I thought I read something that there was gaining some traction. Teddy pushed back on us because he's black-pilled and doesn't think anything's going to happen positive anyways.
No.
But he pushed back on us saying that nothing's going to happen.
Well, you got to go through the Oregon State Senate, or State House, State Senate. They have to, vote in favor of this, and then you have to go through the federal Congress, and they have to vote for it. And as we know, Oregon is very, very Democrat, and they will not allow that to happen.
Here's the issue too. If 4 or 5 more people join Idaho, they gain another representative because they have like
that whole area,
15 people.
That whole area in Oregon is actually is in a congressional district represented by a Republican, so it wouldn't really changed.
But it's the state politics that
it's the state politics, correct?
that really fucked them over. But yeah, Idaho. What's the population of Idaho? The state population's like
a couple
400,000.
million.
No,
That's Wyoming. It's like a couple million or something, like 2 million.
Check it. You gotta.
Okay, man, I guess I'll check.
Come on, check it.
Okay, I guess I'll check
Dude,
it.
I want you to be an expert. I want to be correct on this.
I want to know about Idaho.
Yeah, a little over 2 million people.
In Idaho,
Yes, 2.06 million.
I did not realize
I was right.
Ida had that many hoes going on. So Idaho's got 2 million. What's the lowest state by population?
Wyoming.
Wyoming doesn't it have like 450 or 500,000?
Let me look that up. Wyoming population. 590,000.
590,000. Okay, they've gained some migrants to work the fields. It's always interesting to me to look at statehood and stuff like that. When you had statehood leading up to the Civil War and before we became an incorporated country, you had very organic statehood. It was a lot of, that's where the Sooners come. The Sooners come from. Michigan was 1837. A lot of stuff like that. Post Civil War, you had the vast majority of states being kind of like charters of the federal government, and a lot of most of the West. How much of the West is federal land? It's a ton.
I looked at.
Jesus, Larry, what are you doing?
Oh, that got me.
Come on, man.
Apologize.
I think if I like, it's
Like he farted in church. I apologize.
It's like if I
I
remember.
would not apologize for that.
Do not apologize and do not explain. It's a sign of weakness.
I didn't see that.
I would not apologize. I'd be like, dude, what'd you do?
Well then, and then Jeremy would be like, dude, cut it out. We all know it's you.
No, I would be like, I'll own that. If Larry tried to blame his fart on me, I would go, you guys all know the truth.
You can't handle the truth.
What were you going to say?
If he farted in church, he'd sit there like the Cheshire Cat with a big smile on his face and not say anything.
Oh, I gotta ask you, because I know how
Talk
much
about
I know
farting
how much
church.
you love movies. Me and my wife stumbled on a movie over the weekend called Addicted to Love.
Never watched it.
Matthew Broderick.
Broderick?
Yes, and Meg Ryan.
Never watched it.
You gotta watch it. It's freaking hilarious.
I'm trying to think of some of the most recent movies. I still have not gone to see Mandalorian and Grogu, and it's doing shitty in the box office.
What's that?
Because probably it's a mediocre movie that they could have done into
Who was John Travolta married to?
Xena.
No, not Xena. She was married to Kelly Preston. And she passed away of breast cancer.
Right. Kelly Preston was also in this movie.
Okay.
Yeah, and so was the guy that played the Frenchman in The Patriot.
Oh, yeah. I love him.
Yes.
You know, my favorite role of his that I've seen, actually two of my favorite roles of his, is in The Core,
Yeah.
the movie The Core. Did you see that one?
No.
With Hilary Swank and
I like Hilary Swank.
Aaron Eckhart. That's a great movie. I mean, it's based on a globe model, so it's not real. But the other one that guy's in is Kiss of the Dragon with Jet Li and Bridget Fonda. It's phenomenal. It's set in France.
Have you seen Bridget Fonda lately?
Actually, there was some updated photos.
Yes.
She's getting better.
Is she?
Yep.
She was a beautiful girl back in her young days, and then she kind of
lost her way.
Yes.
It happens. What was I saying, Teddy, about the movies? There was a movie that I just saw that was really good.
While we were talking about Mandalorian and Grogu.
Yeah, that. It's basically season 4 that they condensed and stuff like that.
People didn't really like season 3, and Star Wars at this point is kind of like a dead franchise. It's like,
Well, here's
It wasn't Debbie Does Dallas 14, was it?
no. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Kelly Preston. One of my favorite roles of Kelly Preston is For Love of the Game with Kevin Costner. It's the Tigers. It's the movie is set around the final game of Kevin Costner as a Tigers pitcher.
Yeah.
Who throws a no-hitter. And Kelly Preston is the girlfriend that he keeps coming back to every time he's in New York.
Yeah.
It's a phenomenal movie.
You know, I saw
J.K. Simmons is in it. John C. Reilly.
I saw another movie that was actually filmed in Detroit with somebody was an ex-Tiger pitcher that was the neighbor. Jennifer Goodwin, I think, was in it. I'm gonna have to.
You have to look it up.
Look that one up.
But
that
yeah,
was really good.
For Love of the Game, there's some great baseball movies. Speaking of the Tigers, actually pulling off. Actually, they're now on a run. They beat Tampa Bay last night, and they beat them tonight.
Cool.
I mean, that's back-to-back wins. They haven't won back-to-back games for the entire month of May. I think they've won more at the beginning of June than they won all of May. Dude, their record was horrible. But they've lost a lot. They lost a lot of pitchers, dude. You know, and we got, I think, 3 of the starting fielders have been out. Anyways. Guys, give me your... You know what? I don't even like to poll you guys in chat. You just want to troll us.
we got Dale and Patriot 615 talking about car shows, so it's pretty tame now.
Oh, yeah.
I think the troll or trollers have left the chat.
Did they go to sleep?
Yeah, the groupers probably went to sleep. It's bedtime for them.
Sillies. Did the first car show tonight in Culver's. Dale, I don't think he can do it in chat, can he? Dale, can you send it to me on Facebook? Send us a picture of your car, and but post it in chat what your car is.
The Studebaker. I don't think he can post images in chat.
No, but he can send it to me on Facebook. Yeah, every Tuesday. Yeah, every Tuesday. Takes Conservation Clubs is every Friday. Baker's Milford every Sunday. What's that?
Multi Lakes Conservation Clubs, I think, in Commerce, and
but they're doing car shows.
Yeah, and the Bakers, they always had car shows every Sunday.
You got to keep me posted because any excuse that I have to go up to my buddy's place and grab one of the 1930s cars, I'll do it, or have him do it.
I know Howell.
You saw the 1930 Model T, right?
I don't think so.
The hot rod.
No, I don't think.
I drove it down here for the kids to do their prom photos.
Bring it for the 4th of July celebrations. I
need to get on it. Today's the 2nd. I need to start putting stuff out there. I'm really at a conundrum. What do you guys think? I want to do this. Joe, of course, Joe Farkas is all in on it, and a whole bunch of other people on it. You think you've got a lot of lake stuff going on?
Yep.
Larry, what do you got on the 4th? That's a Saturday.
Well, the 3rd's going to be the Runyon Lake thing. That's there, I think.
Okay.
And then the 4th is Silver Lake. I don't know when Lake Shannon's got their gig going, but it's going to be a busy.
A lot of fireworks because it's on the weekend this time for a change. Yeah. But we've put it out there that we're going to do a huge 4th of July party here. Joe Farkas is all in on. We're going to do a big. We'll start at noon with barbecue. You know what I'm saying? Or like
here on the 4th of July.
Yeah, do a huge barbecue throughout the whole day. Different people working on the grill.
You able to be in the parade with me and Christina? Coming up on the.
What? I have to have time and location.
I believe. I will get back with you.
Is that the Brighton parade?
I believe so.
That's earlier in the day.
Yeah.
Usually a lot of the parades are earlier in the day.
Yes.
But what we're trying to line up is having a huge blowout bash here, doing barbecue and barbecuing all day long, different things.
You getting the band to perform?
The band, our drummer's already committed somewhere else, be out of town. So, but Scott and I'll be playing because Scott will be here doing barbecue. We'll be doing some good stuff. We got a few stuff. What's very cool? Oh, these guys are chatting with each other. All right, whatever. I thought it was a question for us. I'm like, I didn't go to Culver's. Yeah, so we're talking about that. I gotta put this out in the chat. I know because of the issues with Rumble at the beginning of the show, we didn't have our normal thing. Did you check YouTube and all those other ones to see if we had any other? I think a lot of our people migrated back.
Yeah, a lot of people migrated back.
We still want to do the poker nights. We want to start doing poker nights once or twice a month, and we want to start doing euchre nights once or twice a month here at the Man Cave. But I quite literally got to get through this next month. This weekend is pretty freed up. I do have to a shout out to Kelly, former co-host here, Kelly Uphouse. Her son is graduated and has an open house, so we'll go visit them for the open house on Saturday the 6th. But then Jocelyn, we're hosting her huge graduation party here on the 13th, and that's also Tiny and I's anniversary. And my oldest son and his wife are expecting that night, June 13th, with their second child, my 8th grandchild.
You're expecting
on June 13th.
Wow. Okay, cool.
So we'll see if that works.
Is that Alan's wife?
Al?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Al's wife?
Alec. Yeah, his full name's Alexander Scott.
Oh, okay.
Ain't no one going to Culver's in Lake Orion is what John Bovey says.
Cod night boomers.
What a troll. What's your normal plans for 4th of July? What do you normally do lake stuff, right?
Yeah, there's always a party at my house. If I'm going to be there or not, it's going to happen. So, it's
just leave the key. Just leave the door open. Huh? Somebody's on your back porch. Yeah. Larry, what's your normal 4th of July activities? What do you got going?
Gosh, we always going different ways. Sometimes we're up at the campground. Sometimes we're not.
Okay.
You know, it all depends. What day did you say it was?
It's on Saturday.
It's on Saturday, the 4th of July.
What campground?
So,
you guys still got a property up there, right? In Davison?
Yes. Yeah, up in Davison. Lakeshore Resort, Outdoor Adventures Campground. It's a membership.
Yep.
But we actually own property up in there.
Oh, nice.
Right.
We belong to the old club within it. So.
Okay. Teddy, what's your normal family activities for 4th of July? Do you guys got some?
When we had a camper, we would always go up the Mears, Silver Lake Sand Dunes.
Okay.
And camp there for 4th of July.
Do they do a big thing?
Yeah, they have the big fireworks show and all that. So.
I didn't know they did that.
Yeah, they've done that every year. They shoot fireworks from the dunes and.
Silver Lake Sand Dunes. You talking Fenton or are you talking
north?
Mears?
Mears, like up north by Ludington.
Yeah, way up there.
I used to have a sand rail.
Okay,
I used to go up there all the time.
Yeah, that's basically my home away from home when I was growing up. We had a seasonal site there. We just would camp there all the time.
It's not anywhere near what it used to be. I mean, you got to have.
I haven't been there in years, so.
I used to be able to go out there from sun up to sundown, and run the dunes. It was a blast. I had a great time. But today,
it seems like you get. I think just a lot of the times now you get all these inexperienced people, and you get every year when we were in that area a lot, we just hear about like these 4-wheeler. 2 people on average would die from like crashing a 4-wheeler or something like that.
Yeah, these razors. Anybody can get out there now.
But we took out our excursion on the dunes. My dad lifted it up quite a bit, and we, he'd mess with the tires, so we drive on the dunes the excursion.
Yeah.
Hang out there for, a day or 2 while we were up there.
Nice. Yeah, John Bovey's trolling you now, Patrick. He says, which one of your lake houses will you be at the 4th of July on the 4th?
Silver Lake. That's where I'll be.
Give me best and worst 4th of July. I'm sure we'll do it leading up to the 4th of July weekend and stuff like that, but best and worst 4th of July.
I don't know. They're all good.
They're all good.
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
had a good time.
Yeah,
Larry, best and worst 4th of July?
Oh, I don't think I ever had a bad 4th of July because I was always off work.
Well, there you go. There you go. Teddy?
I don't think I've ever had a bad 4th of July.
Okay. All right.
What I got to do is tell a story about, just having like I said, at my house, it just turns into a party. Whether I'm there or not. People just kind of show up. I get people I don't even know. The day after is always a treat. I walk around the property and there's beer cans and wine bottles everywhere. And what was it? I always get a collection of shit. I've had, towels is normal, sunglasses, cutlery sets, coolers, water toys, and one year I had somebody had a 16-foot runabout little ski boat left on my dock for days. For days. Yeah, just like
It's not a pair of shoes, fucker. Come back and get this thing.
Yeah, I know. I still have shit that I collect.
That cracks me up. Dale sent us his picture of his Studebaker. There it is.
Oh, cool.
I think he said it's a 59 Studebaker link. I have to go back to the chat, but that would require me to do that. But that's Dale Studebaker that he keeps taking to the
shows.
The auto shows. What's that other vehicle there sitting next to it? We only got just a glimpse of the headlight there. That looks like a late 40s.
So I got a question. Talking about cars,
Yeah.
I get my dad's car. It's a 1997 Mercury Grand Marquis,
Okay.
mint condition, 23,000 original miles on it.
Right.
I was talking to Matt about it, and our buddy Matt
Yeah, yeah.
said, "Yeah, it's a classic car." He said, "That ain't a classic car." I'm like,
Dude.
"Well, I don't know what you would consider a classic car. The damn thing's
It's
damn
25 years old. It's classic.
Yeah, it's over 25 years
I had a Lincoln Continental just the other day drive by me. And as it got past me, because I was slowing down to turn, it went past me and I saw the license plate and it was a Heritage plate. And I was talking with the guys at hockey about it. I'm like, it's just 25 years, dude. So yours is a 97 or 96?
97.
97. I'm like, yeah, you can get a Heritage plate and be grandfathered in, and they can't fuck with you about emissions. It's a classic car.
Yeah.
Cracks me up. That's the thing. I think, wow, dude, that's crazy. What, Larry?
The movie that you asked me to find that I couldn't remember the name of,
Yeah.
The Upside of Anger, was filmed in West Bloomfield.
Hmm.
It's about not Kevin Costner. I thought it was, Kevin Costner played in it. He was a laid-back, heavy-drinking neighbor and a retired Detroit Tiger baseball pitcher. Joan Allen played the neighbor who had 4 daughters. It was an excellent movie.
Okay. Sorry, I've just got a text from my neighbor who tunes into the show frequently. They just moved out. They were renting for a year over here, and he says they're officially out. Thank you for being such a good neighbors. Please keep in touch. We got some work that
Where'd they live? Right here?
Matt and Chloe. You've met Matt and Chloe.
Yeah. With the big pond.
Yeah, yeah. So they were just renting for the year, and so
They moved.
Did they move far away?
no, they're close. They're close. I didn't get the exact address, but he said they're going to have us over once they get settled in. But I'm texting real quick. Blessings on you.
They probably moved because of your obnoxious coat.
I guarantee that is exactly right.
Patrick.
You can blame it on me. I don't care. I'm used to it.
Because they liked.
They were
Teddy.
good people. You met Matt come over here a bunch of times. He just it would crack me up because he would pull out of his driveway and pull into my driveway and then drive the van.
Yeah, because
sometimes
it's
in there.
too far to walk around here.
Well, this
not
one
like-
drives back here every day, and then he gets in his car and drives
drives.
home.
It's very true.
Yeah,
Don't drink before you do that.
yeah, long drive.
Always.
Always.
He says, Of course you are. I know you are. That's why I was giving you a shout out, buddy. He's like, Brighton, I'm in your stream. That's right. Yeah, I love you, Matt. Matt and Chloe are just beautiful people. Good kids. Call them kids because they're 20, 25, maybe they're 26 now, but getting married. You guys are getting married next year? We've got the invitation. I have to look at it again. But yeah, just great kids. Matt's a commercial HVAC guy, does a great job.
Oh, nice.
But he came over when they first moved here, and we got to hanging out. He come over here and watched multiple games, especially when the through the fall with the Lions and stuff like that. Just good people. So, yeah, we were hoping that they would be able to buy the house from the owner.
Yeah.
After they were renting, and it just didn't work out. And so I think they got a little bit better deal on the house that they're in now. I didn't get all the details because I don't need to know that. I just need to know that they're happy.
Depending on the election results in November, maybe they can buy a lake house on Lake Tyrone.
Because you're gonna leave and go to Florida. What a dick. But yeah, shout out to Matt and Chloe, great people out there, and
That's
appreciate
not
you.
a joke. I got the good friend. Well, Angie and Perry Russo.
Yeah.
We had them on our show. They're selling their place in the Grand Reserve in Grand Blanc and moving to Alabama.
Yeah.
They said,
You said they've had enough.
They bought a house down there that's bigger than the house that they have here. It's in beautiful condition.
And their taxes are next
Their
to nothing.
taxes are like $1,500 a year. Where they're at now, $9,000.
Yeah.
$9,000.
They will tax you out of house and home, and then these blue controlled states, they're not blue states, but they're blue controlled states, will end up destroying themselves, and then maybe 50, 100 years from now,
And they'll
we'll
let
be
in,
able to come back and claim it.
And they'll let in data centers too, on the pennies on the dollar, and
Oh, yeah.
subsidize them.
Oh yeah, so it's crazy.
Well, I mean, if the people of Michigan don't wake up, what's the point of staying here? I mean,
Exactly.
why do I want to stay here, watch my property values tumble and the state go to crap? I can watch that from Florida.
Yeah.
Literally. I can turn on the TV and watch Democrats destroy all the states that they're in from the safety of a Republican state.
Yeah.
Right. Dale sent us a couple more pictures of his vehicles there. I don't know
That's
what
cool.
that one is, but that's very cool.
Looks like an old Ford, like a 40.
Okay. And then there's that one.
That-
Look at that.
that is
That's an Impala, right? Or
No,
T-Bird.
that's a Mercury. That looks like
Oh, it's a Mercury.
Yeah, that looks like a Mercury Monterey.
Ooh.
It should see how the flat. See
That
how
flat
see
window?
how the flat window in the
Yeah.
back.
Yeah. It's kind of wild.
Yeah, you can actually push a button on the dashboard, and like a pickup truck,
The window was
it
down,
the
yeah.
window goes down. You know,
Okay,
in the
so he
middle.
says it's a 46 Ford Super Deluxe 2-door
Yeah.
and a Cheryl's. Oh, it's Cheryl's. His wife Cheryl.
Yeah.
Cheryl's 63 Mercury Monterey. So you're exactly right, Larry.
Yeah.
Larry gets some stuff right every now and then. I got to give him
Yeah.
kudos
He's a
every
Ford
time he
guy,
does.
but I've
Yeah, I
got
knew it
full
was a
background.
40s
Yeah.
Ford. I wasn't sure which year it was, but I knew that was a Mercury Monterey. And a lot of those things had some big power under the hood.
Oh yeah,
Those Mercury Montereys.
he got some big V8s in there.
Yes.
They're gorgeous. Yeah.
Yeah. I believe Ford had a 460 Y block at one point that they had in cars like that.
It's a Y block, not a V8.
A Y block, which would be a Y block would be like the 427, the 428, the
Okay.
the 410 shotgun motors, the 390. They were Y blocks, even though they called them V8s. You know, everybody wanted a V8. If you look at the block, it goes like that. You know, they made big power.
Right.
You know, the 390, the 428 Super Cobra jets. The 427 was the flagship of the FE, which meant Ford Etzel, which is where the FE block started in the Etzels in 1959, I believe. But I believe that they made a 460 cubic inch.
Oh, yeah.
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 I think they made a 460 that they put a
Now that would be the 385 family series of Ford engines, which that would be the 351, the 400 modified, the 429 and the 460, also the 534. Those were what they called 385 series. Then you had your Cleveland motor, which sat all by itself, which was a big block or a medium block. The 351 modified and the 351 Cleveland are almost identical engines. The bell housing pattern on the bell housing is different. The
What was it?
351 Cleveland is made.
Why was the Cleveland motor better than the Windsor?
It wasn't. The Windsor was a better motor. Yeah. The Cleveland ran better because it had bigger ports on it, but it didn't last as long.
Yeah.
Right?
The Windsor's always been a better motor, and the trick was to put the Cleveland heads on a Windsor block, and that was the magic.
Catching up in chat here, it says, John Bobby says, one time on the 4th of July, on the 4th, me and the boys decided to play baseball, a night game because the field didn't have lights, and it was the one night of the year that they could see because the fireworks, you know. Yeah, he said, Dale said it was a Lark. The other one was a 38 Plymouth. Let's see. I don't know what way he's saying Kevin Hart, Kevin James. That's what he didn't text it to me. Yeah, so Matt and Chloe are getting married this September. I can't remember if it was this September or next September. We'll be there, buddy. We're going to be there.
Congratulations on that. Can I revisit the question you asked? Because you asked
Your
me
best-
what was my best 4th of July.
Best 4th of July, yeah?
Yeah, and I would have to say was one year me and my wife we had a 30-foot bayliner.
Okay.
And we took it out on Harson's Island, off of Harson's Island, and went out on Lake Sinclair.
Yeah.
And anchored, and actually watched fireworks everywhere. I mean, literally everywhere. That was a great night.
Yeah, that's beautiful. That's
Yeah.
beautiful. This is my oldest and my number one grandson. He's my first grandson.
You're not used to him with the short hair.
I do. Doesn't
Yeah.
he look good? He looks good.
Yeah, it looks good.
He's had that hair down long, and they go. He jumped out of the car. What was that? 5th grade? You just finished 6th, right?
Yeah.
So it was last year. And he jumps. I picked him up for his last day of school, and I said, "You want to go?" Went and got Subway. And he jumps out of the car because he saw one of his buddies.
Yeah.
From school too, and he goes running, and I get out of the car normal speed, and I look down the sidewalk, and this guy leans out of his car and he goes, "She ran down that way." I said, "Thank you," because he had beautiful long hair. He's got some beautiful long hair, but now he's doing this. So your dad's finally here, pick you up. Yeah. All right. Did you shut everything down in there? Thank you, buddy. You look tired.
Yeah.
Love you, grandson.
Love you.
All right. I'll see you tomorrow or the next day.
See you later, buddy.
Take care.
See you, Bob.
He's getting too big.
Dude, he's getting so tall. Yeah. He keeps looking. He's 12. Kid's 12.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's going to be like his dad.
Pretty soon you'll be
Nice
building
grandpa.
him a Mustang.
Dude. Maybe. We'll see.
You may not want a Mustang.
Show's got to make some more money.
Show's got to make some more money for the Bubby Mustang Fund.
Bubby Mustang Fund. He's actually talking about looking into playing some sports. He's very good. He's very athletic. But now he's talking about actually kind of getting geared up to play some sports. So that'd be cool.
Well, I've been waiting for the best of the Bester. I mean,
What you
all
got,
night.
best of the Bester? What do you got, Teddy Bester? Before we go to final thoughts,
The Bester.
what's the latest?
I mean, there's nothing really.
How many pounds of potatoes did you make this week?
I didn't really make that much because the food order, we get a food order Tuesday. It got here. We were out of potatoes and everything to make, so I had to wait until, less than an hour before I got out. The food order arrived. So I made like.
Oh, your suppliers?
Yeah, I made like 5 cases or 5 containers.
Of potatoes?
Yeah, so that just gets for the next couple days, and I'll make more.
Make another.
We need Glumpke.
Grumpke, is that? It's like the third variation of what Larry calls it. Grumpke.
Grumpke.
You want some shitty chicken and grumpke?
Progies.
That's his boomer pronunciation. I want some grumpke. It's Glump.
Glumkey. It's Glumkey.
And
I
he
like
does
the
a- and
meatballs.
And he does a Polish joke right after.
The balls of meat.
The balls.
Oh,
You know what? I am completely intimidated to do the Mrs. T's pierogies for a podcast night when Teddy's going to be here, because I just don't want to be judged for making store-bought pierogies.
You
When
made
I-
store-bought pierogies when I was here before.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah, I didn't complain about
I
them.
mean, the Chopskis are better, but you know,
Take what you can get.
4 cheese pierogies are phenomenal. I love them, but you know, some people are like purists. I'll tell you what,
They're good with a little bit of spaghetti sauce over the top.
dude. So we did the show on Sunday, and I like tortellinis, I like egg noodles, and I like a couple other things, just straight with a little bit of butter, salt, and pepper on them. Right? So a lot of people are like, "Oh, where's your Alfredo sauce, or where's your other sauce?" And I'm like, "Sorry, I like them." So Scott was here for Sunday. I goes, "Scott, I said, I'm making these tortellinis." I said, I didn't really do anything for him. He goes, "Do you have this? Do you have that? Do you have this?" And he made a sauce right there on the spot. I'm like, dude, that was badass. He just sauteed it up, and then he put the tortellinis were already cooked, but he pulled the tortellinis into the saucepan and mixed it all up. Dude, everybody was like, this is phenomenal. So it's amazing. Now, I'll do a few things like that, you know, messing around, but when you've got some chef skills, you just knock that shit out of the park. It's really cool. So
Chef surprise sauce?
it was a chicken bouillon or chicken soup base that I actually had, and then baking soda, some salt and pepper, some other stuff like that, and he sauteed it up, man. It was some butter in there. It was perfect, and the tortellinis. I would share the tortellinis, but the kids ate them Monday morning.
Yeah, just like the Oreos.
Yeah, the deep fried Oreos.
Yeah.
They loved them.
That sounds good.
So
I do like that car. That one's cool.
It is a cool car, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Final thoughts, Patrick. Start us off.
Well, you know, we started on this path talking about the worldwide upheaval,
Yeah.
and I applaud it in a big way. The fact that the elites have decided that they're going to make decisions for the rest of us and cut back on the population. The Bill Gates of the world are going to release tainted mosquitoes and ticks and what have you, and we have to deal with that so that they can sell more vaccines, is more than appalling. And I'm just really amazed that the man's still walking the planet, that somebody hasn't put him away, because that kind of shit's out of line. But you know what it is that the good people like us, it's like the difference between how things were handled with the George Floyd deal versus Charlie Kirk. You know, the left, they riot, they kill people, they pillage, they steal. You know, the whole damn country was aflame. You know, compare
Mostly
that to
peaceful.
Well, yeah, right. And then you compare that to what the reaction was with Charlie Kirk globally.
We had prayer vigils.
Not just in the States.
Yeah.
Globally, people were, you know, calling out and having major prayer vigils, and people were being baptized, and you know, that's the difference right there in itself. And I know that's what God wants, but I tell you what, there's a side of me that just wants to load my weapons up and go out and start blowing away some of these assholes that are procuring this crap and releasing it on society. You know, it's just it's out of line. But I'm happy to see that I'm not the only one that's outraged, and that it's global. That countries across the globe are saying enough.
Yeah.
Enough. We're done.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Well, they've pushed too far, and people are finally stepping up and react, because we are peaceful people.
Yeah.
Truly peaceful, not the left.
Yeah.
But the people on the right, we are truly peaceful people until you push us to the brink.
Yeah. And so, you know, bring me something, you know, Ted, you were talking about, the people in Oregon who want to leave, and the legislation in Oregon has to approve it, and then it has to go through Congress. Fuck all that. If I want to move, and my whole damn county wants to move, we're moving. And we're not paying taxes to them anymore. We're sending it over there, and fuck the rest of you guys. We are going to make our own decisions for how we want to live. This is a free country, and it's not decided upon how the Democrats that live in the city want us to pony up. And I take it personally because I live in Fenton, Michigan. And you know something? My taxes are beyond ridiculous. And why is that? Because we pay for everything Flint. And I'm tired of paying for everything Flint. Okay? And who makes the decisions? The Democrat Flint. And we're getting a little bit tired of it. And these people out there, they're tired of it. And so we're going to have our own upheaval right here in the States. They don't want to deal with it anymore. Same thing's going on in Canada. Alberta and some of the western provinces, they're done.
They're ready to
done.
Yeah, ready to leave it. Yeah.
So, and you're talking about Saline. And Saline, they're getting this data center shoved down their throat. Well, I used to live on Lake Shannon. I think I talked about this before. And Waste Management started buying up a bunch of property on the north side of the lake. And they decided they were going to put in a landfill right there. And they were doing all kinds of unscrupulous things to acquire that property. And I remember being in a township meeting in the Tyrone Township Hall, not too far from Larry over there, who's sucked into his phone. And the place was so packed with people that it was right out the doors, right into the parking lot. And there was an old farmer who was pissed because his buddies' farms were getting consumed by this thing. And he's standing there with his bib overalls on, and he was talking to the township supervisor, and the township supervisor told him to shut up and sit down. And he said, "We own you, and we own this building, and we ain't going to shut up and sit down. The one that's going to shut up and sit down is you, because you work for us." And he said, "You either shut up and sit down, or I'm going to have you arrested." And he looked around, and he said, "I've known these boys since they were shitting in their pants. I don't think they're going to arrest me. And if they do, my buddies are out in the parking lot, and they're locked and loaded and ready. Now, you're going to listen to what we got to say, because we own you." That's what Saline's got to do. Guess what? There's no landfill on the north side of Lake Shannon. It didn't happen because the people in Tyrone Township said, "Fuck you, we own this, and we are the ones that make the decisions, not you." That's what's got to happen. That's what's got to happen in Oregon. That's what's got to happen in Saline. That's what's got to happen in this country. The people who are the ones who make things happen are the ones that say, "Screw you, we ain't taking no for an answer." I'll get off my rant.
That's a good rant. Teddy loves those rants.
I mean, he's 100% right.
Yeah.
The government gets away with anything we allow them to get away with.
Exactly. We will accept the tyranny. The tyranny that we will live under is
if
what we
truck
accept.
drivers said, "Fuck you, you can't drug test us no more,"
That one didn't work.
and we all stayed home, the government wouldn't get away with violating our constitutional rights and unlawful seizures.
Third time's a charm.
Dude, use one of these ones.
I give you one of this little. All right, let me try this one here.
All right, go, Larry, and lead into your final thought.
My final thoughts is this. All right, elections have consequences. Republicans who don't vote elect Democrats.
Yes, I do.
Period. End of story. Don't complain if you don't get out and vote. You will get the government you deserve.
Yeah.
So if you think that there's no difference between Mike Rogers and Alyssa Slotkin, you're a fucking moron.
Yeah.
And you probably shouldn't be voting anyway.
I agree with you.
But get out and vote.
So many people are so damn frustrated with what's going on. that
Yeah,
they-
well, what's going to happen is, these purists that, oh, I'm not voting for this person because, this, that, and the other thing. But they vote right 95% of the time, but I disagree with them 5% of the time, so I'm not going to vote for them. I'm going to sit on my hands. What are they going to do when they run all the Republican voters out of the state and there's none left for them little purists to elect their peers?
Yeah.
They're going to be sitting here in a Democrat state with no Republicans to bail them out anymore because they all left.
Yeah.
So. I think a lot of them don't have children at home and think about the future of their kids.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think about that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Especially my son's talking about getting married. So.
Yeah.
You know.
Could have a granddaughter that wants to use the bathroom without being harassed by dudes in a dress.
Right.
Fuck yeah, Teddy Bester getting crazy with that.
My final thought today is that voting is not a end-all, mean-all. People act like voting is a sacred right, and it's like it's the most energy you can output for one party of the uniparty system that bows down to the military-industrial complex and global conglomerations and banking interests as well.
You're still talking. Go.
Oh, I know, but it was cutting me out. So,
Okay.
so I think what we need to do is we need to, as I've been saying for a while, and what Patrick was saying, we need to kind of buckle down. We need to consolidate in our own areas, our own local areas. And if there is an unrighteous government or state, we need to ignore it, i.e. not paying taxes, or separate from it, right? It is the right of people, let's just say in Eastern Oregon, if they want to be in a state that has their values and all that, for them to separate and go to Idaho.
You can vote your way into tyranny. You can't vote your way out.
But if it's like, if that movement is just, oh, well, if we just vote, we'll just vote and then we'll rely on the system that's already corrupt to save us or work for us, then you're sadly mistaken. You need to do some actual other actions, which has been done through history, such as organizing and all that. And
Right.
what we need to stop worrying about these two-party dynamics that have sold us out the river since 1960s to corporate international interests, and we need to focus on forming our own local institutions and making sure that we can be organized enough to prevent these data centers from, or any other waste management or whatever, from encroaching on our area,
Right.
our rural areas.
Patriot 615 says that hey Google,
How do we send the
how do we
mosquitoes?
send mosquitoes to the data centers?
There you go.
Yeah, your fucking phone.
And my final thought is that no matter, you can say, I'm just going to go somewhere else, or I'll move away if this person wins or that person wins. Fundamentally, if you vote, if whatever mainstream party, Republican or Democrat, wins, it's fundamentally the trajectory we're on is going to be the same. And we're kind of learning that the hard way. We learned a little bit for the first term Trump, and we're learning this the hard way with second term Trump, because we thought this was all going to be retribution. Oh, our side won. This is going to, all this good stuff's going to happen, and we haven't really gotten crap. No arrest, new war, inflation, gas prices, near, or in terms of gas prices, I think above Biden levels. So
I got buddies that are not beholden to any party that are printing out the,
So
Trump,
I would
the little Trump stickers that says I did that. People, we can have our ideologies here at the table, but you're right. Is the average person on the ground, when it affects their pocketbook, they point a finger at somebody. And that's the difficulty. That it?
Yeah. My final point is that we can make a lot more difference focusing on actual organizing in our local areas than we can worry about statewide or national-wide politics.
I am disappointed that nobody that we have no new school board candidates across, as far as I know, across Livingston County in any of the major schools. There's no new candidates running against incumbents. What are we doing? You know?
Well, for one, you don't get paid for it.
Right,
That's the
but
first
we're, but
thing.
we're to your point and to Teddy's point, both of you can't sit back and bitch if we don't stand up and do something. One is, you know, you want to say that it's about the voting. Okay, I get that. You want to say it's not about the voting; it's about standing up in general and just saying no to things or withdrawing from
I'm not
things.
in favor of. I think their options right now are we have a 2010s, 2020 liberal on one side, and then we have a 1990s, 2000s liberal on the other side. That's our two-party system. And people
It does seem to be that way.
And even people will admit Trump is a 90s Democrat.
Oh, 100%.
And I think that's not our modus operandi. We need to actually we need to have a localized conservative right-wing movement or entrenched institutions within our own local areas.
Yeah, 100%.
And we cannot rely on the two liberal left-wing parties to facilitate that.
Saying no one will run. No, because that's the chat. No one will run for those things. That's the job of the parties and other people to get out there and
Well, school boards
find
are
those
supposed to be nonpartisan, remember?
Correct,
Like judge races are supposed to be nonpartisan.
which is a fallacy in and of itself. Gypsy Magic finally tuned in and says, hey, gay fish. Yeah, the gay fish were here tonight. Missed most of the show tonight, but quick final thought, great show on Sunday. Shane, Ryan, and Marburger. Hope you guys have a great night. Take care, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks, everybody. Oh, and Dale was earlier. He says Zender's Noodles. I worked for 3 years doing dishes at Zender's back in the late 80s, early 90s, and those egg noodles were incredible.
I'll just
They
say
were awesome.
this, kind of cut it off, though, but I was at Frankenmuth yesterday all day with some buddies of mine.
Yeah, and you went to Zender's for lunch?
Went to Zender's for lunch, had the chicken liver appetizer, which that's more like a dinner without
Yeah.
the sides. So
Right.
many chicken livers, but they're pretty good. Not as good as Chopsky's, honestly. I think they were a little undercooked, and they could have had a little bit more breading and a little bit more cooked.
Okay. Little critique
But the chicken dinner was good.
Yeah.
Vegetables are good. Good beer.
What'd you have at the brewery?
I had the pizza actually, and then I tried
Really?
the dunkel. And the
Was that a thin crust?
Yeah, it was a thin crust.
Okay.
And I had tried the dunkel and the pills.
Don't they have an artesian thin crust? Isn't that what it is? Where a lot of the items on the thin crust are a little bit thicker, like a thicker tomato and thicker.
I couldn't tell you.
What'd you have?
What do you mean?
Thin crust chicken?
Like at like chicken?
No, what'd you have at the brewery? You had a thin crust pizza, but what was the pizza? What was on the toppings?
Just pepperoni, ham.
Were they the thicker pepperonis and thicker
It's like
hams?
skinnier. The ham was a little bit thicker, and then the pepperonis were a little bit.
So they caramelized them a little blackened on the top?
Yeah.
A little crispy? Okay.
Boomer dinner. Zender's sucks. Go to Tiffany's, bro. I don't know where Tiffany's is.
I like
Tiffany's is down the street. It's down the street.
Yeah, Tiffany's a good spot. I had lunch there a couple weeks back.
It's just thin crust is for homeless people and animals. I don't like thin crust. I like it, but I know the brewery does thin crust.
Yeah, it was an appealing option besides the rest of it.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I know their menu. I know Da Vinci's menu. I know Zender's.
I'm laughing at this, trying to sign the damn thing. All the different ink pens I went through, none of them seem to frickin' work.
Dude, look at this shit. You're watching the replay. The delay. Where's the button at that? All right, Teddy's getting good at his signatures. You're gonna have to come down a little bit more.
Oh, okay. I see. You're gonna have a bigger signature than mine. That's fine.
Exactly. Why did that? Oh, that was drink. Oh, my shot wasn't even good. I did the whole signature. Here, I'll fake it. There it is.
The thin crust is not America first.
America first.
I would say to my grouper friend that Mexican American food is also not America first. Fuente tacos or Fuente fajitas? Ooh, that's good. Fuente fajitas.
So my final thought tonight, pieces of paper and other people's opinions are only as strong as you give them credit for being. Meaning that the only reason the Constitution, and it's one of the greatest documents that we've ever formed by man, the only reason that the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, the Declaration of Independence are what they are is because we believe in them and there was enough support for them. Okay? And so we have to understand that what we believe in, what we project into the atmosphere, what we adhere to is what will be. It's going back to what Patrick was alluding to. We can change society because we believe in it. Because we collectively come together. We have to start focusing on what really matters. And I'm watching people throughout the world saying, I don't care about your laws. I don't care about your rules. I don't care about your regulations. And I don't care about your opinions. We are going to come out and protest for a young man who was stabbed by a foreigner in our land, and the police denied him proper medical response, and he died handcuffed in our custody, while the guy who stabbed him was never handcuffed, even when he was quote-unquote arrested. Okay? Well, then a whole bunch of people showed up in front of that police station and let them know what they truly believed and what their opinion was. And that's the power of the people. That's what our founding fathers were looking at, was we the people, in order to form a more perfect union. That's what we're looking at, is we the people have so much power, but when we delegate our authority, in fact, that's language used in the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution. We're delegating our authority, and we're delegating our authority to people who have become so corrupt that they don't care about what we think or what we want. They'll come and run over an entire community and take it over and put in stuff that we don't want, so that Facebook can spy on Larry and whatever chat he's doing.
Just making Alyssa slock at me.
Of course he is. There's a hot dog in her mouth.
Hot dog in her mouth.
But that's what we're looking at, is we've got to get back to an understanding that when we come together as we the people, it does not matter what they have done or what they think they have.
Right.
When you stand up to them and you tell them, no, go fuck yourself, okay? We've flipped entire boards, township boards, city boards. We've flipped entire school boards. There's been multiple instances of school boards where the people stood up and said no, and the school board walked out without adjourning the meeting, and it meant that they all resigned at that moment, and they literally held an election right there on the spot for new board members, and it was totally legit, and it was on the record. Goshen, they replaced their entire board over there because of the battery factories. If we would stand up and push back, we will preserve unity and fight. When we lay down and we think we're going to wait for a savior, it's not going to happen. You know? Thank you guys for tuning in. Sorry about the glitches. That had nothing to do with us, but we have to deal with them. We have to roll with them. But thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button, like, share, and subscribe. Do all that stuff. If you want to support the show beyond the super chats, thank you for the super chats tonight, guys. We appreciate that. Larry will get 0.001% of the super chats. I'm trying to remember what your percentage is in your contract. Oh, you don't have a contract. But thank you guys for tuning in tonight. Appreciate all of that. I'm going to go watch the rest of this hockey game, which is tied up. It's knotted up at 4-4 with about 6 minutes to go. I'm going to kick that on while I take right after I take a piss. But thank you guys for tuning in. We will catch you guys next time. I do think we have a show for Sunday. And hopefully you get you alerts, and we'll see you guys then. Thank you, obviously, Patrick, Larry, and Blackfield Teddy for...
Black Bill Teddy.
Black Pill Teddy, the Fetty.
You just said Black Pill Fetty at this point.
Black Pill Fetty? So you're a Black Pill and a Fed. Black Pill Fetty.
But he makes good glumpki.
And potatoes.
Larry be watching America First tonight?
Will you be watching America First tonight?
What's America First?
I don't even
America
fucking know.
First, hosted by Nicholas J. Fuentes?
No.
No? I don't think he's watching America First.
You're not even out.
No, you know what I'm doing? I'm driving home and going to sleep because I have to get up in the morning, go back to work just like I did.
I think everybody was a little exhausted tonight, as usual. As usual, it's summertime. Everything's, dude. When it doesn't get dark until like 10:30.
Well, these 12-hour shifts are fun.
Yeah, they're fun.
And if
They're
you're
fun.
not working, you're out in your yard working on shit, and the sun beating on you all day. What
I
kind
work
of
at
work-
12
Dude,
hours.
I was so tired playing hockey yesterday, but I did pretty good.
So I've been up since 5 o'clock this morning.
Well, then go home and get some sleep.
So.
You saucy bitch. I love you. All right, guys. Love y'all. We'll catch you next time. We're out.
Yep.
This is my brain.
Dad, that's an egg.
Yeah, that's an egg.
Honey,
Dude.
that's an egg.
Seriously.
That's an egg.
It's a metaphor.
It's still an egg.
That's an egg.
I would challenge you.
That's an egg.
I know my brain is not actually an egg, okay? It's a metaphor.
Metaphor or not, that's not your brain.
It's just an egg.
Una cerveza para mí. My egg is my brain.
Can I at least have some bacon, maybe some sausage with that egg, though?
Oh, I want some bacon.
I want crepes.
Have some bacon and pancakes with that egg.
I'll take it with cheese.
Extra large brown cage-free eggs.
Can I have your brain with hot cakes?
A little sausage and a little toast and potato.
That would be great.
Does it have antibiotics?
I don't know, man. I'm not good at this shit.
Well, they gotta be able to resist some diseases.
You resist the disease.
Has it got any hormones?
Maybe. It's cage free.
Vegetarian?
Maybe.
Are they vegan?
No, I eat steak.
Never apologize and never explain.
Never apologize.
Never apologize and never explain.